tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I never slow up, no I don't take shit.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel again. People, welcome back to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel, and it is the transfer news, as it is the update of Victor Osimhen. And who will Chelsea go for when the Victor Osimhen deal doesn't go through? Will Chelsea go in for Ivan Toney, or will Chelsea also set their eyes on Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and also the swap deal between Jadon Sancho, Manchester United, Chelsea link, and also Manchester United? Are they really interested in Raheem Sterling? Do you think that Raheem Sterling can be more productive compared to what Manchester United have in their position? Raheem Sterling comes with a lot of experience, but we've seen what he's done with Chelsea. Things hasn't gone well, but doesn't mean is it all over for Raheem Sterling. I keep having little flicks on my camera, but please apologize for me. That was one of the reasons why I have been a little bit late trying to wet kit. I don't want to mess with it right now. If I touch it, it might go off, and I don't want that to happen. So, guys, like I said, where do you stand on the Victor Osimhen? There is a lot of updates regarding Victor Osimhen. We're gonna discuss the price tag involved and how much, if Chelsea accept that deal, how much will Victor Osimhen make in a year? That is that's very huge amount of money. Very huge amount of money. Chelsea are also trying to cut their wages and trying to cut it down to a certain limit. And Victor will not agree. Victor Osimhen, the only way Chelsea can have Victor Osimhen at the football club is direct transfer. He doesn't want to be on loan. He doesn't want whether even obligation to buy, whatever. He wants to move to Chelsea on the transfer. They want to move to Chelsea outright without any obligation to buy nothing. He just want to go to Chelsea, and that's the situation where Chelsea find themselves. Chelsea fans will feel bad that the player will not make it to Chelsea, but we don't. There's still more time. Today is just Wednesday. We got Thursday. We got Friday. If anything will. If something's going to happen regarding Victor Osimhen's transfer, it will go down to the wire. Thursday, Friday, maybe somewhere around Friday, it might happen. But Chelsea are also trying to weigh their options. If Victor deal doesn't work out, as we've seen reports right now, is between Al Ahly and Chelsea Football Club. Al Ahly have the money to pay Victor Osimhen's full wages and everything as is being demanded. From what I'm reading, 55 million plus 15 million is what I've been reading on social media platform. But if you get into details, reports are saying Victor Osimhen could make a fee of 30 million a year. Yeah, 30 million a year. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for Victor Osimhen. I know I've read some other articles from other places where people are saying the money is too much. But sometimes I tell people at the length of a footballer's career, it's very short. So when they get into that negotiation tactics, they want to get the best they can get from the football club, because how old is Victor Osimhen now? Let's say 7 years, 8 years more in his career. That will be the end with his footballing career. They're trying to ask for more. That will slow things down. I don't know where you guys stand on this saga, but also we'll be talking to Ivan Toney, another option. If the deal doesn't go on well with Victor Osimhen, Chelsea will be looking at Ivan Toney. Chelsea will also be looking at Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's running his contract down, but Chelsea, Everton will not stand for Dominic Calvert-Lewin to run his contract all the way down. At least if they can get something out of Dominic Calvert-Lewin, will be good. So probably any suitable offer that Chelsea offers as to Everton, that could make it. But I don't want Calvert-Lewin at the football club. I don't want him. The kind of injury that Calvert-Lewin have sustained in his career, it's too much. And to me, he's not a world beater. I'm not sure how you guys see him, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's not a world beater. He's not the one that can sit and that can set the pace very high. There is injury. He's been going down, just like we see from Raheem Sterling. If our Chelsea instead of going for Calvert-Lewin, I'll keep Nicholas Jackson. That's what I would do if I was Chelsea. I'm not going to move from Nicholas Jackson and bring in Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But if I want someone really, really stronger, when I say stronger, a little bit better than Nicholas Jackson, then I'll look for Victor Osimhen and Ivan Toney. But the gambling issue is also a big problem with Ivan Toney. But will Chelsea look otherwise and bring him to the football club? It's your call. It's up to you to judge. So, guys, we are live on 2 platforms. We're streaming live on X and we're streaming live on YouTube at the same time. Wherever the 30 of you watching live, wherever you're watching us from, please let me know in the comment section below. Keep bringing in your comment. Drop your comments in the comment section below. If you have any question, let me know your thoughts on it. There are so many multiple things that we're going to talk regarding Victor Osimhen. Hopefully, we can have a DJ join us a bit later. Phantom also we can join later. Big up to you, Phantom, of many topics. 10 minutes. Okay. To like it. Thank you very much. Excellent music, bro. Thank you very much. Chelsea Perspective. Much love to you, brother. I hope you're doing well. And the family is also doing wonderful as well. Phantom said, I hope for Ivan Toney, not Victor, on proving Osimhen. Man, I see it. All right. Big up to you, DJ Sav. Thank you very much for being here, DJ. Phantom said, no one blames Victor for wanting his current salary. Absolutely, no one. That's what he wants. But if that is what you want that money. If that is what you want to play on the highest level, and you want money over, would I say, having a better career for yourself, but you want to land yourself in the Saudi Pro League. But how many people watch the Saudi Pro League, Victor Osimhen? That's the question. How many people watch Saudi Pro League for you to attach yourself to that league? I'm not going to see you. No one sees a performance unless you watch highlights. But this is the league that will allow you to showcase what you are good at. To be honest with you, Victor Osimhen, how many people even saw you playing for Napoli? How many people watch the Italian league? Not very many people that watch Italian league. So this is the league for you to prove yourself. If you see Didier Drogba, and you know Didier Drogba, you've seen other top Premier League strikers, and you want to be like them, you idolize Drogba. Drogba did not make his a name in the Saudi Pro League. Drogba made his name in England. He left England and came back again and made a name and won the Premier League with Chelsea, with Drogba's second coming. So, Victor, think about all this. I know the money is very, very important, like I've said many times. The money is important, but you got to think about your career first. You want to make 30 million a year from Chelsea? That's a ridiculous amount of money. All right, DJ Sub said that Chelsea proposal to Victor Osimhen won't exceed 280K per week. That's what I finally got also. Phantom of any topic, big up to you. Phantom said, it says no more injury-prone Christian Pulisic type of players at Chelsea Football Club. DJ said that Al Hilal are willing to give Osimhen what he wants. That's what we are working towards. What he wants is, and those people will, they will spread that money because they have it. But you should ask yourself, competitive wise, is that the kind of league that Victor Osimhen wants to attach himself to? He wants whatever he wants, including release clause. Now it's important to see what Chelsea will do, because Chelsea at this time are still in the negotiation tactics with his agent. I'm sure the agent is the one pushing everything. Big up to you, the Blue Lounge, Mo himself, Mo in the building. He says a big up to you, brother. Big up to you, to yourself. Big up to you, Timothy. Big up to you. Big up to Timothy himself. Timothy said, welcome, bro. I'm live from Uganda. Shout out to all our friends who are watching live from Uganda, African continent, to be precise. Much love to everyone out there. And Uganda, as a country. Mo said, I'm hearing Osimhen is more flexible than his agent in respect to his salary when it comes to Chelsea. This is what I've said. I said this yesterday, and I'm saying this now again, just like Moja said. If it comes to Victor Osimhen in person, that is not what he wants. He wants to play for Chelsea because we all know where Victor stands as a player. We all know the club that he's attached to as a player. He is a true Chelsea. There's so many images, there's so many videos out there that Victor have proven to the world that he is a Chelsea player and he wants to play for Chelsea. But how can this happen if he has some greedy agent behind him pushing the numbers up? Phantom said, Kasim, I want the legend of Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney will be a good option. Ivan Toney for now will be a better option. Raphael, big up to you. Raphael said, Victor is a must. Absolutely. Why not? Victor Osimhen definitely have to be the player. Victor Osimhen definitely have to be the player. The Undertaker CFC said, what did it say? It says Osimhen is not coming. We are getting Ivan Toney. Absolutely. Look, there. I wouldn't say never. You get what I'm saying, Undertaker? I wouldn't say never. The reason why I wouldn't say never is we got 2 more days to go. We got Thursday and we got up to, I think, 11 p.m. UK time for us to for Victor Osimhen to determine his future, whether he's going to play the Premier League or whether he wants to choose the Saudi Pro League. Definitely Saudi will get him the money. But if I was Victor Osimhen, I'm going to the Premier League. And you saw glimpses of what Chelsea can do against, they can do in the Premier League if you watch the game against Wolves. Wolves are a very difficult team to beat, but Chelsea really cut them open. Imagine that team with Victor Osimhen in the team that Chelsea paraded against Wolverhampton Wanderers with a recognized striker. Chelsea will destroy everyone. Chelsea will destroy a lot of teams in the Premier League. Maybe it'll be difficult with Arsenal, maybe Man City. Besides those teams, Chelsea can match every team in the Premier League boot for boot, player to player, better, organization-wise, formation-wise, better. Mo said, you have a green light. Yes, it's the, let me explain this. It's the camera, the connection, and I don't want to mess with it. I might lose the connection if I do. You get what I'm saying? That is why I keep flicking. I try not to mess with it because if, there you go. I told you, if I mess with the connection, I think there's some kind of a connection breaks in the the cable that transform the video itself. And I was trying hard not to mess with it, just leave the green, let it flicker for a little bit. But all right, whilst I'm wet, and let me see when it's gonna come. I try not to work, not to touch it, not to mess with it. I think another camera is I don't know. We're using another camera for now until it's ready. I'm gonna use this camera for now because I have another camera. I don't know if that one will work, but I'll focus on this camera from the computer now until I figure this one out and wonder what is wrong with it. But now, so guys, yeah, I'm back, but not the same camera. All right, so let's see. This deal, like I said, it will take all the way down to the wire. We're talking about Friday before we see what Chelsea's really doing. If they don't get Victor Osimhen, then that's it. Ivan Toney can be the guy to help out, in my opinion. All right, guys, I have dropped the link there, and anyone there who has any idea, who wants to chat with me regarding this deal, feel free. Come on board. Let's chit chat here. And also, we're going to talk about Jadon Sancho, the swap deal. Compare Jadon Sancho. If you're a Manchester United fan, where do you stand on this? Jadon Sancho, Raheem Sterling. United fans, are you ready to take Raheem Sterling? I want to know. Is it better than some of the players that you guys have already? Is Sterling better? if Sterling is better, then why wouldn't you go for him? I feel like if you look at what you guys are doing on the pitch, on the right hand side, Sterling can offer more than what Anthony does. On the right hand side, and Sterling can be better than Ahmad. Sterling can be better than Ahmad. On the left hand side, can be even more productive than Marcus Rashford. That's how I feel. Don't look at his situation at Chelsea to justify him. Sterling comes with experience. I think I have Mo in the studio. Big up to you, Mr. Mohammed. Mo from Blueclouds YouTube channel. Big up to you, Mo. Welcome back to the channel.
Big up, Nee.
Yeah, big up.
It's DJ.
Oh, I think it's sorry, it's DJ. Greetings to you, DJ. Welcome back to the show.
How you doing, bro? You all right?
All right, brother. I'm doing wonderful.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, I've been, as you said, I've been following this whole situation. I think you guys have been seeing. I've been messaging you guys, and even at work. I've been trying to get updates here and there of what's going on, and yeah, it seems to be. We seem to be where we still are, mate. It seems to be at a situation where it's at a standstill at the moment. And look, first of all, big up to the people in the comments, by the way. Smash the like and subscribe to the channel as always. I'm surprised Stephen's not on here today. I thought he might have been on here with you, giving his little updates.
He traveled. He had to go do something for the family.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah.
Fair enough. It's fair enough. Family's more,
obviously
family's important. Brilliant. Now, listen, bro. As I said to you before, I think we've got to look at this Osimhen situation as it is. And from the very beginning, let's be fair. When Chelsea went into negotiations with this guy, he made it perfectly clear. As much as he wants to come and wear the blue of Chelsea, he obviously spoke to Didier Drogba. He spoke to Obi Mikel and all that. We can say all the heartfelt moments of him wanting to come to Chelsea. He's made that perfectly clear that he wants to come to Chelsea. However, the stinging block has always been, and it's always been maintained by the player, that he's not going to cut his wages. And these owners would have known this when they went into negotiations with this deal, that there's no way that Osimhen is going to cut his wages. Now, if Chelsea were to say to him, maybe, okay, we can meet you halfway, then yeah. But I think Chelsea have gone into this deal, these owners, blindly thinking that they can get him in on the cheap and get him on low wages because we're not in the Champions League, so therefore we're not going to pay you the money that you want to get. Help us get to the Champions League, and then we'll get you the money. I don't know how the negotiations have gone, but he's made it perfectly clear, and his stance has always been, I will not lower my wages. And these owners clearly should have looked at it from those angles rather than going into this deal blindly and thinking, yeah, we're going to get you, no problem. Because I guess they probably thought when they pulled off the Enzo Fernandez deal and the Caicedo deal, they thought, yeah, this is going to be another pushover. Yeah, we'll get this deal sorted and done. But let's be real here, okay? As much as obviously we all love Enzo Fernandez and we all love Caicedo, we all know that Osimhen is a higher profile player because of who he is. The guy is just a natural finisher. He's an excellent player. You put him in the leagues up there of your Erling Haalands, your Didier Drogbas, and players of that elite. Yeah. So that is what he's made it perfectly clear that he's not going to accept a low wage, and still the club have gone into this thinking, yeah, we can get you. Now, maybe we can negotiate maybe till Friday, as you said, Nee. Maybe it can be done by Friday. However, he's also come out and said that if no deal can be met, then he'll consider the move at Al in Saudi Arabia. So so he'll accept that move there if need be. But like you said, why would you go to that league when it's not really it's not what I call a league like the Premiership? You're going to waste he's 25 years old. You need to be playing in the top league before moving down them ways. But like I said, if money is the situation here and that's what's motivating him, then then obviously, like you said, his agent and himself are going to get that deal up there, unless Chelsea can try and pull something out of the hat, a rabbit out of the hat, and meet it halfway. That's just my thoughts, and I don't know what you guys think. Big up to you, man, by the way.
Big up to you too. Big up to Mo. Welcome back to the show again.
Yeah, big up Nee, big up DJ, big up everyone in the chat. I hope you guys are all having a blessed day. Yeah. Big up. Where do I start? So Victor Osimhen's situation is not as clear cut as we're trying to make it out to be. So the whole issue that he has apparently is the wages that he has been offered. Now the issue is this: Al Ahli and Ni is Al Ahli, not Al Hilal. Al Hilal and Al
Oh,
Ahli are two different teams. Okay,
okay.
so
Thank
Al
you.
Ahli,
There's
that's
too
right.
many L. I'm just getting tired of it.
Yeah, so L
But
L means the. L means the. So
the,
the Ahli, the Hilal. So Al Ahli, the anyway. So the issue is this: if Victor Osimhen was all about the money, which a lot of people are talking about, he's all about the money, then he would have signed for Al Ahli, and they offered him the contract that he wanted, or that the fee was agreed upon with Napoli, and they gave him a contract which is better than the contract he's already on at Napoli to entice him into the deal. He didn't accept the deal as of yet. Will he accept it eventually? Maybe. But as of yet, he hasn't accepted it because he, from what I understand it, wants to play in the Premier League specifically and Europe generally. So a European club, he'll be happy with. The Premier League, more than happy with. Chelsea is his dream. Play for Chelsea is his dream. That is what he wants to do. Now, the stumbling block initially was the offer that Chelsea made to Napoli, because Chelsea did have discussions. They did throw some ballpark figures with Napoli. They didn't make an official bid, but they tried to test the water and see what Napoli would be accepting. And Napoli were a little bit stubborn in the way they were handling it. When Al Ahly came in with the 65 million euro package, and again, there's add-ons to that, so it's not 65 million euros flat rate. There's also add-ons onto that. Napoli accepted that offer. Osimhen didn't decline, didn't accept. Okay. Now Chelsea have that ballpark figure. They know what Napoli are prepared to accept. This is what they're going to be proposing. However, the actual salary that Victor Osimhen is demanding, or Victor Osimhen's camp is demanding, is one that is still in negotiations. From what I understand, Victor Osimhen was initially happy to move to Chelsea, provided Chelsea paid him his current salary or something better. And his current salary is 190,000, I believe it's euros, not pounds. 130,000, 190,000 euros per week, which is something very doable for Chelsea.
right.
Now, what I'm understanding is this: Chelsea are happy to offer him more, but in a incentive-driven wage structure or wage package.
You see the
Osman,
bonuses as it's been
bonuses,
described.
score them goals, get the Champions League football that we want, and if we get the Champions League football that we want, not only his salary will go up, but everyone in the team will be on a higher salary because of the differentiation of just Premier League football with Champions League football on top. So this is where we are, and I believe that this will be resolved in the next days. In the next days, and I'm using probably some modern terminology here. In the next days,
The
it
next,
will be resolved. In the next 48 hours, 72 hours, it'll be resolved. I I personally believe Osimhen is coming to Chelsea, and clip this in 72 hours. He'd be like, "You were wrong, you were wrong." But I believe that Osimhen will be coming to Chelsea. He wants to come to Chelsea. He doesn't want to go to Saudi Arabia. The money is good, but for your career, yeah, Victor Osimhen is one of the best players, one of the best strikers in world football today. Going to going to Al Ahly now in this time, I think he's pretty much terminating his career. So maybe do it in 3-4 years down the line. But right now, you still want to be in Europe, and you still want to be playing for a club. If you're not in the Champions League this season,
yeah.
potentially with your effort and your perseverance, we'll be in the Champions League next season, and then you can have a good crack at it next season.
There's a question that I keep asking myself: how does Chelsea portray themselves in terms of how the transfer window is going? If they allow Victor to determine what he wants and how Chelsea to bring him to the football club. We have to ask ourselves this question: who wants who, and who is in the better seat? Is Chelsea smaller than Victor Osimhen? Is Osimhen bigger than Chelsea? For him to tell what Chelsea have to do. I understand he's a good player, but we've Chelsea have had wonderful players in the past, but I don't think that the transaction, or will I say the transfer deals, went this way, where a player is in the driving seat, is asking for this and asking for that. So if we allow that to happen, what kind of message are we sending out there to all the agents that owns players that in the near future we want to bring him to the football club, that they also hold some kind of a key in terms of negotiation tactics and make things difficult for Chelsea? Should Chelsea allow the proposal, the instructions coming from Victor Osimhen?
Okay, so this is straightforward business: supply and demand, and demand. Okay, we need a striker, and we want someone of the ilk of Victor Osimhen. So this is what we want. He has the power to negotiate for his salary, what he wants. This is not only Victor Osimhen. This is any player in world football today. Based on their reputation, based on their achievements, they can demand a certain salary. If we drop the ball on Victor Osimhen, okay, we're going to end up in a similar situation where when we dropped the ball on Erling Haaland. Do you guys remember? We dropped the ball on Erling Haaland. We ended up getting Romelu Lukaku, and we all saw how that panned out and how that turned out. I don't want to see us dropping the ball on Victor Osimhen and ending up going for, I think Ivan Toney is a fantastic striker.
A B-Tech striker.
We can, he's a fantastic striker. We can do a lot worse than Ivan Toney, but I would rather see us, actually go through with it this time and land Victor Osimhen, and especially if it's very marginal. If the difference is 20,000-30,000 pounds a week extra, or 1 or 2 million extra on in regards to the fee. If it's a release clause, if it's something that is negligible in the wider context of the transfer, I would make that concession, and I would do it to sign Victor Osimhen. I mean, if you remember when we signed Moses Caicedo, we we could have got him for £100 million, but we dragged our feet. And then Liverpool came in, and the price was driven up, and we ended up spending 20 or £25 million extra than what we could have bought him for a couple of months earlier. So I don't want to see us drag our feet. Be smart. Don't throw your money away, but at the same time, read the market, read the opportunity, and table the right bid for that. And this is one thing that I think we were lacking even under Roman Abramovich. Especially towards the back end of his reign. Earlier on, we were a powerhouse. We could get whoever we want. Towards the end, it wasn't so much. And I think this is something we need to address. And I'm sorry for hogging up all the airtime.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I just need some more clarification and clear a kind of signal that Chelsea are sending out there to agents and players that who is in the driving seat. But big up to you, Maya. Maya, welcome back to the show again. And what's on your mind, brother?
Yeah, big up, guys. Thank you for having me again.
Big up, bro.
Yeah, I mean, that's another, what can I say, a bomber. So, like with Osimhen, we've been talking about this. We should have gotten this guy long ago. You check, because with him, Napoli wanted to get rid of him. And if the Saudi team agreed to 60 mil to 70, bro, we could have dashed a 50 or 60 on him with the wages he wants. But the thing is that we now logged with Sterling and who's this Chile, and we're trying to get rid of those guys so that we can balance our wage structure. As simple as that. It's just business. I understand. I don't want him to go to Saudi, but it kind of makes sense because it's a 2-year deal. So if he's 25, that's after that it will be 27, 28, and it's still if he's still top class, then maybe we can land him for him again and later on. But like, I just feel like his decision has to come to himself instead of his agent. Like his agent mustn't push him to the point where he has to choose Saudi. He has to decide where he wants to play in terms of his career. But I advise him to stay at Europe because like he hasn't won Champions League and all that. So like yeah, as I said, like even if Osimhen doesn't come, it's okay because like as well we're trying to land in Tony. So if Osimhen has to make his decision right now, if he wants Saudi or if he wants to stay at Europe, we'll try and push a deal for him. If not, then let us move on to better things. Then we sign Tony or sign John Durant. We Chelsea Football Club, we can't be waiting for players, guys. Honestly speaking.
I mean, thank you very much, Maya, for that. Guys, like I said, we got 36 of you watching live on Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. We are streaming on 2 platforms at the same time. We're streaming live on X and YouTube. 122 in all watching and 34 on YouTube. The only thing you can do to help this channel out, as our main target, is to get to 10K by the end of the year. I think we can do it. You guys that are legends can make this happen. So please, the most important thing you can do to help this channel is to drop a like on the video and also share the video if you have time. I'm not forcing you, but anything you can do to help your brother out here, just share the video on any other Facebook platform. I'm sure someone would definitely click on it. If you do it, I do it. Just 10 of us. Just 10 of us do. We got 36. 10 of us can just do this, and it will be everywhere. It will be everywhere, and we're growing rapidly, and we're not going to stop. So thank you very much, Maya, for that information. Victor Osimhen have made it clear on other and so many reports that I've read that he doesn't want to go to the Saudi Pro League. He wants to stay in Europe. He has a lot to offer, but I don't think everything is money, like people make it sound like. Everything is not money, and I believe Victor still has a lot to offer. He's done it in Napoli with the Italian league, but we should even ask ourselves, how many people watch the Italian league? This is the most watched league in the world, and he has to tie himself to. No one else won him at the Premier League. They says Arsenal, but I don't think Arsenal can afford Victor Osimhen. They've tackled other places, and I don't think Arsenal really want a striker. If indeed they would have had Ivan Toney or even Osimhen already, but I don't think Arsenal wants a striker. But guys, so keep your comment coming. I'll go back and I'll read it. Whilst want to flow, want the messages to flow, the content to flow. I want the panelists to flow more, and then we'll get back to your comments. So keep them coming. I'll take time to read them for you. Let's go back to DJ. DJ Sap. So what's the way forward? Mo said it will go down to the end at least couple days, a day, not couple. I wouldn't even say couple days because we got 2 more days to go. I'm pushing this to the last day, which is maybe Friday. But big up to you, Swadish, Makeem, Phantom of Minute Topic, and my friend, what's his name again? Namani. I'm sure I got it right. Namani, big up to you. Everyone that is joining now, guys, do not forget to like the video. We'll go back to DJ again, DJ.
Yeah, Nee, I think what Mo said, I mean, yeah, it does make sense. I mean, in terms of like, it probably would go to the wire. I think we know it may take up to the next, obviously up until the end of the transfer window on Friday. Now, for me, look, how I look at it this way: if Osimhen wants Chelsea and his agent is the one that is trying to pull all the, trying to get this guy to go somewhere, then for me, you've seen it happen before. Sack your agent, mate. Get your agent out and go with another agent. Simple as that. Because if he's trying to stop him from making a dream move that he wants to do and go to Chelsea, and his agent is saying, "Oh, well, I'm trying to get more money for you," but as we said, money is not the situation for Osimhen. As long as Chelsea can meet more or less the same wage that he's on at Napoli, then I don't see why this deal can't come, why this deal cannot be done even before Friday's deadline, because the guy clearly wants to play for Chelsea. I've said it all along. He's a Chelsea. We all know he's a Chelsea fan. He's grown up supporting the club. He's idolised Didier Drogba. He's always said one day his dream was to go and play in the Premiership and to play for Chelsea. Now you take all those positives on board. Yeah, for me, it's a deal that is a no-brainer. And, at the end of as I look at these owners of ours need to try to negotiate this and get this done. Look, I don't have nothing against Ivan Toney. I think Ivan Toney's a good player. I said, would I take him as a second choice should the Osimhen deal not happen? I wouldn't complain because I think he's experience we need in the team as well. He could come in and do a job, but I've always maintained it. And I think anyone that's watched me on any of the streams that I've gone on, I've said it from last year that if Victor Osimhen was to become available, Chelsea should be all on it. Because I do rate this guy really highly as a striker, and I think him coming to Chelsea, as we said already, the other day against Wolves, yeah, he could have had a ball with the amount of passes that were coming out from those guys. He could have got a hat trick on it. There would have probably been a proper cricket score. It would have been had he been there. So look, I hope it can happen. I'm not giving up still on the deal. As I said, hopefully it can get done before Friday's deadline day, because I do believe Chelsea are also looking at other targets as well, and also they want to try and get others out the door as well. From what I'm seeing today, a lot of. So they've got to get this deal over the line before I guess they can work on those other things. But yeah, I'm still confident it can still happen.
I'm still confident it could still happen. Coming from DJ Sav. Scarlet United, welcome back to the show again. Brother, drop your 2 cents before we go to Mo. Ask some vital questions for Mo and see we wait forward. Raheem Sterling is heavily linked to the football club, and look at what you guys have already. I know we've talked about Sterling in the past. Guys, I apologize for the camera flicking. I love using this camera, but the cable is just disappointing today. But maybe I can change the camera. So probably some people might not like the way it's flicking. All right, so I'll go with this for the rest of the day. Okay. Scala, I was saying that you guys have been linked with Raheem Sterling. Looking at what you guys are, both left and right, is it better than Raheem Sterling?
Yeah, I mean, not really. I don't like the idea of Sterling. I explained to you that day as well. I don't like the idea of Sterling wearing a United top. That just it's very irritating and annoying. And the fact that I wasn't convinced of the links 2 days back, but yesterday I saw that people are saying Dan Ashworth, he likes Sterling a lot, and if he's like a sporting director. So far he has done a very good job, but for every 3 or 4 good deals, every club has one bad deal, and this one, for me is a bad deal because I don't see how Sterling improves us. He's just, I don't know if he's on par with Rashford or he's even worse than Rashford. He's certainly not better than Rashford. That's my humble opinion. But yeah, man, I don't. Even with Ugarte, I don't see him like a massive improvement. And that guy is going to cost us £52 million. So Sterling is just like going down the ladder. So yeah, we are literally giving you a better player if Sancho ends up at Chelsea. He's like 5 years younger than him. I know both of them are earning good wages, but Sancho's potential under Maresca is very, very lot higher than Sterling under United. And yeah, man, and apart from that, the fact that we have to cheer for him because he's wearing if he wears a United top, that's just it's very, I don't know, counterproductive. It's just I cannot fathom the fact that an ex-Liverpool player is wearing a United shirt. That just doesn't wash with me.
Thank you very much, Scala. Guys, big up to Scala. He's a Manchester United fan. That's why I just gave him that question directly. But there's still more we're going to talk about. Jadon Sancho to Chelsea himself. Mo, Jadon Sancho, where do you stand on this player? Are you in for it?
So Jadon Sancho, I mean, if we put Jadon Sancho in a vacuum and look at it just as a player, I would love to have Jadon Sancho playing for Chelsea Football Club. I have been an advocate of us signing Jadon Sancho back when he was in his first stint in Borussia Dortmund, and we were linked with him before he actually moved to Manchester United. So as a player, I have no issues with him. I think he is a fantastic talent. I think he will definitely get a lot better and improve as a player if he was playing for Chelsea. I think Manchester United didn't really give him the support, the opportunity that he craved when he came back to the Premier League. And I think, him playing in London, where he grew up, I think it would be a fantastic motivator for him. So this is in a vacuum, Jadon Sancho in a vacuum. When we talk about Jadon Sancho in this current Chelsea team, here I have an issue. We have got a stacked squad in his position. In his position, I mean, across the front line, I know Jadon Sancho can play, down the center, on the left, and on the right, but we have got a stacked set of players. Even if it was a swap deal where we get rid of Raheem Sterling for Jadon Sancho,
Okay.
we are still overstacked in that position. Now, if we do go for Sancho, then I can guarantee you Mudryk will not be getting any more minutes in this Chelsea squad. Is that going to be the right way to approach it?
No.
I don't think so. I think if we want to bring in a Jadon Sancho, goodbye Raheem Sterling, goodbye Mudryk, welcome Jadon Sancho. But with the current situation we're in, and I know we have got a lot of games. I know we're in the Conference League as well as all domestic competitions, but the team is stacked. The team is stacked, and I don't want to see Joao Felix, Neto, Madueke, Nkunku, Cole Palmer being emitted to make room for Jadon Sancho, because I have these players in my team, in my squad today. They're gelling, they're playing well. Why bring in that element that can disrupt it? So let's work on getting rid of Raheem Sterling. That is a decision made by the club. Let's work on it. If we're able to get to offload him this transfer window in the next couple of days, fantastic. If not, let him be winter transfer window. Try to to work on it then. But like I said, Jadon Sancho, I have no issues with. I think he's a fantastic player, but the circumstances that we're in today, I don't think it would be the right decision to do or to make going for Jadon Sancho. Based on that.
I think, thank you very much, Amo. I think I have the same idea in terms of the way I see Jadon Sancho at Manchester United. He's a good player, but probably what I think is the culture that it's around Manchester United is not getting the best out of the players. They've been spoiled a lot with money since the departure of Sir Alex Ferguson. The team hasn't been what it is anymore. The club hasn't been what it is anymore. They've signed players. They went on a different direction. Yes, sir.
Let me just cut you off for 1 second because
Okay.
you're spot on this. Since the departure of Alex Ferguson, Manchester United has lost its identity, and since the departure of Roman Abramovich, Chelsea has lost its identity. So this is a massive point. When we build something, breaking it up in in a way that is erratic, that is unplanned. I mean, Manchester United should have planned for the departure of Alex Ferguson way in advance. Bring in somebody who, I mean, technically they did put in some homework, they did put in some steps, but they didn't do it right. And we are in a position where we had to sell, we had to get rid. The government had to get rid of Roman Abramovich, so we were put in that position. But the identity of the club is something that we have to maintain. And like you were saying, with Alex Ferguson going, Manchester United never looked the same. And we can say the same for Chelsea with Roman Abramovich leaving. Sorry to interrupt you, Denny. Sorry to interrupt you.
That's okay. The only thing I disagree with you more on is the identity. I don't really think Chelsea have lost its identity. You're talking about a football club that were going through transition, a new owner from a one owner to another owner. The Abramovich regime has a different philosophy, but these owners came in with a different philosophy. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I would say. Philosophy has changed, but I think the identity of winning trophies is there. It will take time for the team to rebuild itself. But how long has it been since Sir Alex Ferguson left the football club? Manchester United have the same owners, but still things hasn't changed. You get what I'm saying? So that's two
Yeah,
different things.
but I mean, this statement from Enzo Maresca, where finishing top 4 is not mandated for this season. Could you imagine Roman Abramovich telling a coach that you don't have to finish in the top 4 or qualify
All
for the
right.
Champions League?
Hold on.
Okay.
Mo, but
Okay.
hold on, my king. Hold on, my king. Mo, listen.
Let me
There is
tell me
two.
when to come in. I'll do it. Okay.
there's two
Just tag
different
me
things.
in. Tag me in when you're ready. Tag me
Yes,
in when you're
yes,
ready.
I will give you just a few minutes. Mo, there's two different things here. There's two different things. You have a team that has been very, very consistent for the past 4 years, Manchester United. There's no way any manager will come to the football club. And even Arteta's Arsenal has been the development of Arteta Arsenal is way above Chelsea. So there's no way any
No.
unrealistic manager will come in and say, I am going there and compete and win the trophy this season. You can't do that.
I'm not saying Maresca saying it. I'm saying him being mandated to achieve it. So
Okay.
he hasn't been targeted to qualify for the Champions League. He hasn't been asked to have that as a target for him. That is what I'm saying. So
Okay.
if you bring in a manager and you lower that bar of achievement,
Yeah.
so you don't have to achieve this. 9 times out of 10, he ain't going to achieve it. Pochettino was asked to qualify for the Champions League. He finished 5th. He got sacked. Okay, he didn't achieve it. Goodbye. They don't want to put that pressure on Maresca. I understand it. You don't want to put that pressure on Maresca, but you don't need to take it off the target list. You need to have it as a target. Chelsea Football Club realistically should be looking to finish top 4 every season. And if that is not a requirement, then there's an issue.
Okay.
And that is the culture of Chelsea Football Club.
Totally agree with that.
We are winners. We have to have. I mean, if we don't achieve that success, fair enough. We failed. We didn't make it. But we have to be trying to do that. That has got to be our mandate.
I mean, I understand. I'm sure every football club wants to achieve, and I mean, every season wants to achieve something in the season. But you have to be very, very realistic. Look down the table. Look at the bigger picture. Can you really compete with the likes of a Manchester City and Arsenal, who are in terms of where they are now? And you, as a Chelsea, you're building with these young players. It's a bit unrealistic saying, okay, we can win the Premier League, but you have to look at the bigger picture first. But I understand what you're saying.
Okay,
I do understand.
So we should give up on it.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I was thinking maybe it was a statement that he made that you were against that statement. I understand what you're trying to say. You get what I'm saying?
I'm not against the statement. I'm not against the statement.
That's what I said. I thought it was a statement he made.
No,
that you were against it.
If he hasn't been mandated to finish in the top 4, if he hasn't been asked to finish in the top 4, then that's not on him. That's on the ownership, the directors. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They need to ask for that. They need to have that as a mandate. You gotta be finishing top 4, and if you don't finish top 4, we're gonna have an end of season review, and you might be getting sacked.
I'm sure his achievement, he has to definitely make top 4. I'm very, very sure. I am.
But that's the thing. He doesn't have to.
Right.
Because if he had to, if he doesn't have to,
okay,
then he doesn't make that statement.
Nee, sorry, Nee. Oh, all right. Let's be logical here. If he doesn't do that, yeah, do you really think realistically, yeah, he's gonna be staying at the club? Do you really think that? If he doesn't do that at the end of the year,
if he hasn't been mandated,
if he hasn't made the top 4, do you really think he's gonna be staying at that club?
If he hasn't been mandated, then why sack him?
I mean, if he's been mandated to win the top 4, I mean, getting the top 4, and I'm sure that is his target. That should have been the target. But I'm not sure.
At the end of this transfer window, yeah, and the season finishes, yeah, if he doesn't end up top 4, top 5, yeah, this guy's not here. This is the logical way of seeing things, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Us saying, there has to be a mandate, this and that. No, it's not compulsory. What happens, yeah, if we win the whole season, yeah, What if we happen to just mess around here because the way this transfer windows go is going very well. If you happen to just win the league by accident, I want to hear you shut your mouth about this whole Maresca thing and mandate. There's no need to panic. Yeah, we real built United. Yeah, from the ground up. We gave them Mourinho. They won
So
FA Cups. They won stuff.
are
Yeah. So
you
let's
asking
not
me to shut?
don't try
Are you asking me? Are you asking me
don't
to shut my
try
mouth?
and put both of us here in the
No,
same category as if
asking me?
like we're not doing
Are you asking me
anything,
to shut my
as
mouth?
if
Are you
like
hold on, hold on.
as
Guys,
if
Are you
like
asking?
we're like a stagnant
Are
team.
you
We're not
are you
stagnant. We're
asking me to
doing
shut my
stuff.
mouth?
hold on,
Do you
hold
not
on,
have to
guys.
have a debate? Do you not have to have a discussion?
But you're the one
How,
interrupting.
hold on, guys. Hold on, guys.
You're
Let's
the one
take
who's
this in
stepping out of line.
No,
You're the one who's stepping out of line.
don't take it personal, bro. I'm just stating facts. Yeah. At the end of the day, yeah, a debate you
Um,
can go back and forth on that.
Mo,
But you focus
you
on
have to get to
something
know
I
Makim a
that
little
was
bit.
I
unnecessary.
I
He's
would
My
trying
not
to
point
wind
is,
you up.
yeah.
disrespect you. I would not disrespect
Yeah,
you.
I know. I'm just trying to put him where right in the rightful place because I ain't got time. At the end of the day,
What's
yeah,
my
we
rightful
rebuilt
place?
so many teams
On
yeah,
top of you.
around, yeah. So at the end of the day, there's no need to bring us
Listen,
down just
listen.
because you feel
You
down
have
about something you
you
don't
have.
know about.
I
There's
listen.
people out there that
I'm
trust
not
yeah,
here. I'm
the
not here
devil
to
that
prove
they
myself
know
to you. I'm
instead
not
of
here
the
to
angel
prove
that they
myself
don't
to you.
know. Yeah.
I'm not
So
here
that's
to
what it
prove
is.
myself. Listen, I'm not here to prove myself to you. I
It's
have
not
made a
about no,
statement.
I don't, brother.
If
I
you're
don't
not
know your
happy,
name.
if you're not happy about the statement, debate it, discuss it.
Mo, let's
Okay,
I'm debating it.
asking me to
Can I?
shut up, asking me to
Makim,
Listen.
shut up.
Guys,
I've
we
Guys,
can
disapproved. I've
guys.
disapproved your point. Yeah, you're
Hello,
telling
can
me
you guys
about
hear me?
mouths.
That's a lack of your intellect because you are not able to have a
You see,
conversation
now you're
using
insulting now.
because of the way you're speaking. The way you're speaking.
The way I'm speaking on
I
challenge what I
discuss.
say. Try to
I did
challenge
not
what
ask
I
you.
say. Not
I
the
did not
way I
ask you to
speak
shut
and
up.
not how it comes across,
I did
bro.
not ask you to shut up. I did not try
Challenge what
to call you.
Guys,
why is he shouting over me?
hello, guys. Can you hear me? If we talk over
Why
each
is
other,
showing this guy?
those listening cannot hear us. Sorry,
Me.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mo.
Me. 1 second, me. 1 second, me.
I want you guys to hold on, Mo,
Is
before
this
you come in. Before you come in again, I want you guys to lay your points down one after the other. We're not fighting
Yeah.
over here. At the end of the day, we both don't own the football club. We don't even control what is going on over there. We're just bringing our opinions, but let's respect it as we've been doing all the time. Makim, if you really don't understand, you don't agree with him, fair enough, that's fine. Mo, if you don't agree with what he's saying, but certain words, we have to choose our words carefully because the way maybe the Makim, Mo doesn't know you very well. I do because I know how you talk to us over here, and I know how you react in certain situations. You get what I'm saying? But we have to, choose the words wisely, so we don't have
All I'm saying, yeah, we don't need to bring ourselves down because of individualism or how we think or how the club should be run. At the end of the day, yeah, we can literally work around this. This is probably the best transfer window we probably ever have in a long time. If there's
Facts.
a possibility,
Facts.
yeah, where we could just trigger the Joker card, yeah, and win the flipping league. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, oh yeah. At the end of the day, those people that are trying to like discredit that, yeah, I'm telling them, don't say anything, yeah. At the end of the day, if we win the league, because you've been talking down on this guy and the team and the process the whole time. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to go at people on a personal stage or whatever. What you decided to pick here, that's a you problem. What I'm saying, yeah, is there's a possibility of greater things to happen. Much greater things to happen. We don't just because of a mandatory. Do you know how many things are mandatory in football that don't actually work out? VAR is here and we're still having problems. Like
Okay.
there's so many things, yeah. There's so many things that are compulsory that don't work the way they're supposed to. Give this man a chance because he has all the resources he has here so that he can prove himself. We don't need
He
to get hopped up on words or single words or semantics. It's not going to do, it's just going to hurt everybody else. Let's be realistic. Wait till the end of transfer window. Let's see what can happen. Let's have some positivity in here, man. And I'm supposed to be Dr. Negative.
Mr. Enzo
You're
Fernandez.
always
Mr.
negative,
Enzo
bro. You're always
Fernandez.
negative, Makeem, bro. You're always negative, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Always
always
coming for
negative.
my point.
I'm
Always
always
coming for
negative.
Always negative.
Always come
I love
coming for
But
negativity, yeah.
Enzo.
but
That's
what
why
I'm
I'm
saying
shocked
is,
today,
can I?
yeah. That's why
But
I'm
what
so
I'm,
Me,
shocked today. I'm like, whoa,
but
what's going on? Like,
what,
I'm
listen,
usually the grumpy one.
listen, me. Do you
but
mind if I
guys, what? Can I just say one thing quickly?
DJ, DJ,
Go on,
give me
go on,
1
let him
second.
land.
Ryan has
Cheers,
been here
DJ,
for a while.
cheers,
Maya's
Go,
been here.
sorry, Ryan. Sorry, bro. I didn't know
Scala
you were
hasn't
there.
even.
No worries. No need to
Scala hasn't
apologize,
even
ever.
typed
No
in
need to
there.
apologize, ever.
All right,
Nee, are you going to let me respond? Are you going to let me respond, or are you going to let me respond, or?
Mo, please just give me 60 seconds, okay? Let Ryan say something real quick. He has been there. I haven't even welcomed him yet, but then I'll let you clarify yourself and let you respond, okay?
My big respect to you, big respect to Makeem as well. Let me just quickly say my piece on Chiesa. You know, I'm buzzing, I'm gassed about this one. Obviously got the here we go 4-year contract. 30 million is a bargain, no matter which way you look at it. Okay, it's a player with a bad injury record, but I think it's a punt worth taking if you look at the risk reward.
Good
Football
player.
is in this guy's blood. You know, his father was a successful player domestically and for the Italian international team. He's fluent in English. I don't know if you guys have seen the video circulating on socials. It in the Juve stadium, where a guy sitting next to him asked him, "Who's your favorite footballer, midfielder?" And he said Steven Gerrard. So I think this is just a perfect fit for Liverpool. Whether I see him as a natural successor to Mohamed Salah, that's questionable. What I like about Chiesa is he's very versatile. Anyone who watches Serie A knows that this guy can play anywhere across the front line. Both wings, he can play attacking midfield, he can play false nine. He's got the pace, the skill, hardworking, nature that suits a pressing team, movement off the ball. So I'm super, super happy about this signing. Whether he's going to continue to have the injury issues, who knows? But 30 million, it's not 100 million we're paying for him. So I think it's a punt worth taking. And, quickly need just to summarize, we've discussed this on the previous stream. Liverpool started the season very well. 2 wins out of 2. We had 19 shots on goal versus Brentford. So creating chances is not our problem. Chiesa is not going to come and solve that problem. The problem we had was the lack of depth, squad depth in wide positions. So having someone like Chiesa means that he can maybe play in the attack behind Jota, and we can have Salah and Diaz both wings. However, Arne Slot wants to rotate and work the squad, but I'm super gassed. I'm super happy. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you very much, Mr. Ryan, for sharing that update with us. But also, Barcelona are in for you guys. This young player. What's his name again, Ryan? If you can share that with us. A young midfielder. Barcelona are in for him.
Yeah, Bajic.
He's
very, very young.
Very, very young. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Ryan, for that update. I know you're listening to it. Let's go to Mo again. Mo wants to clarify himself, but big up to everyone, guys. I just want the panel to flow. The more the flow, you guys take the knowledge that they put on this platform. You guys take it and then you put it around your waist. Then you live with it. But your comments, I'll definitely not skip them. I'll keep dropping them. I'll read this one real quick. Jeremiah, big up to you. Says Osimhen is the guy. My man, Mas himself and Saskia Guna, he goes by on YouTube. He says all clubs have the positive and negative aspect. It is YouTube that made the negative, and the clown show. Too much popularity is rather a fair football, man. Absolutely, I am. Big up to you, Verma Ishwara says 60 is up by Liverpool. All right, so guys, keep dropping them. My brother, good is a God's power. Thank you very much for being here. Says I'm happy. Victor Osimhen will Victor Osimhen will cut his wages demand and join Chelsea instead of going to Saudi Arabia for money. Thank you very much. I still have to catch up with some of the comments, but let's go to Mo. I know you want to respond to Makin. Go for it. Let's do it nicely, Mo. I don't want you guys to be offended because this, like I said, you might not know Makin very well. I know him very, very well. So sometimes he will say something you may think he's being disrespectful. Probably it did not come out the way you expected. I know where you stand, Mo. But go for it, sir.
We've been doing this a long time, and you know the standard that we set in regards to respect and in regards to talking to one another. There are certain terminology that we don't use because it's not relevant for the debate or for the discussion. So I hope we can avoid using that terminology. The issue I wanted to to highlight, and the issue that I'm trying to emphasize is on this: anyone who is employed, anyone who is put in a job, he is given key performance indicators. He is given KPIs that he needs to adhere to. His performance is measured upon the KPIs, the key performance indicators, and his success is measured upon that. So when you are not asked, when you are not tasked with something, and you don't achieve that target, then you can't be criticized for not achieving that target. If you are tasked with achieving that target and you do achieve it or you don't achieve it, then we can have a conversation about why you did achieve it, why you didn't achieve it, and how well you did when you did achieve it. So that is a point that I was trying to make. If Maresca is able to say that he is not tasked to achieve this, okay, then that means he is not tasked to achieve this. If he doesn't achieve it, then they can't, in theory, proceed with sacking him. They can't, in theory, go ahead and sack him. Now, I can understand if the club is thinking, this is a process, and the club has said this. It's 5 years, 10 years, 7 years. We are trying to achieve it in a gradual format, as opposed to the previous format, where we achieve success from the get-go with Roman Abramovich. Injecting all that money and trying to manage the club in that particular format. These guys are using a different format. I understand that. But if I am not going to task the manager to achieve this, then is that in line with what us, the fans, are perceiving? Us, the fans, are demanding? It's not. And if it's not in line with that, then this is another gulf in aspiration between us as fans and our ownership and the way they are handling the business of our club. And this is the issue. Anyone who has been following Chelsea Football Club for, I've been following them for the past 3.5 decades. There's people who have been following them for longer. There's people who have been following them for shorter. We have had this standard, this achievement, a trophy a season. If not, if we go up, one season without, the next one we get a trophy. This is the standard we're trying to maintain. And this is the standard that we as Chelsea fans are demanding. If this ownership is going down this route, going down this path, it's problematic. And again, what was his name? Sorry, what was the guy's name?
Makeen.
So Makeen thinks that I have an issue specifically with Enzo Maresca. My issue is not with Enzo Maresca. Enzo Maresca filled out an application form. He applied for the job. They hired him. So the people who hired him, they know what his CV looks like. So I spoke about his lack of experience in the past. I spoke about his achievement, his level, and I believe that Chelsea should have been going for something or someone achieved more, had more success. Now that doesn't make Maresca, in my book, a bad manager. It makes his choice or the choice to hire him a bad choice. And the people who will need to answer for that if he does fail is the ownership, because they are the ones who put him in this position. So this is the point I was trying to make. And your panelist, I don't know if you got the tail end of it, but so that's the point I was trying to make. And it's been a pleasure, but I have to go. All right.
I appreciate your time, man. Thank you very much for coming on.
Nee, can I answer that? Can I answer that, Nee?
All right.
Sorry,
okay.
can I answer
Go
that?
for it, and DJ will come in. Go for it. Thank you very much, Move. Appreciate it.
I'm sorry, but I can't hang around for the answer, but I will catch it in the replay of the stream.
Okay.
No, it's okay, bro. Big up, Mo.
Cheers.
Big up, Mo. Big up.
Bye-bye.
Yep. Bye.
Big up.
So okay, Nee, you can go. Then I'll go. Sorry.
Cool. No, go for it. Go for it, because when I start talking, it will take a while. Go for it.
Okay. Just to go back to Mo's point, right? Because I also realized most of our fan base, they really stuck to what has happened back then into the present right now. And I kind of see there's a huge change. There's the huge gasp on what's happening in our club. I think we are trying to put amounts a lot of pressure on Maresca, especially on the owners, to what they have actually achieved so far. Well, what they actually performed so far, their performance since they took over Chelsea Football Club. I think right now there's no way they can give a certain objective to Maresca and say, yo, you can't qualify for top four and you can't do this, you can't do that, right? These owners, right, like you said back then, they have a strategy of doing things in their own way. We can't just say that these guys, they're giving Maresca this one opportunity to not qualify for top four, then do it later. Maybe they had a certain amount of time to really sit down and assess what they have done so far. And I think now, because this season, right, they don't want to take any type of risk because they're so like, okay, last season with Poch failed, the previous season with Potter failed, and the previous season with Tuchel also kind of failed, right? So maybe they're trying to assess it in a different way and say, okay, listen, we're going to hire you. Please give us Conference League or any domestic league, and let's see how you perform in the league. And if you achieve top four, then we can give an expectation of saying, okay, maybe next season compete for top four. And I'm not saying it's a standard like we lowered our standard for Chelsea Football Club. No, I think it's just an assessment. An assessment for like where can Maresca take us, right? Right now, where can he take us? If he can take us to top four, then he can deliver us from there. But if not, then they can sit down and assess it again and see and be like, okay, maybe we should give him a little bit more time, a little bit more tools, so that he can create his own team to make his own team. I think it's more about building his own team, building a team that can take us further onto the future. I don't think Maresca will last maybe some years for Chelsea. Yes, he'll be here for a time, but there's a point where Maresca is leading us to a place where, when we get to that place of competing, there's gonna be another manager coming forth. That's how I see it, right? I don't see it as us lowering our standards, as like we can't compete top four anymore. We can. It's just that the way we have been moving, it's way different to United, way different to Liverpool, way different to Man City. It's totally different. Even Arsenal, totally. We're so far ahead. But if we were little bit patient to see what these owners are trying to do, a little bit patient to see what Maresca is doing, and if you can see a little bit of progress towards that, maybe we can speak about it. But right now, we cannot criticize what the owners are doing or what is Maresca doing, because they're trying to evaluate and see, okay, where is this guy going to take us this season? That's it.
Thank you very
So
much. Go ahead.
that's my take. Sorry, Ni.
All
Yeah, that's
right.
my take.
Thank you very much, Maya, my brother. Thank you very much. He said it's all about patience. We don't know what Enzo Maresca is going to do. We don't know what to expect from Maresca. We all know it's a championship manager, as people tag him to be. I see him to be a manager. He does the work that other managers can do. They all got their license from going to managerial school or coaching school and became managers and became coaches. And I've given that, certificate to do his work. So yeah, I have time for Enzo Maresca. Unto me saying that, Maresca has a huge task ahead of him to perform this season, I don't think the owners also see the bigger picture. I don't think that Maresca can go toe to toe with Manchester City in terms of their development is way higher. But Enzo Maresca can try. And I'm sure with the players that he has, definitely he has to make top four. It doesn't have to be mandatory, but then it's something that he has to try and achieve with what he has in his possession. Going to top four, winning Premier League, you should ask yourself, do we have enough materials to win the English Premier League? You could have some material, but you don't have that experience. So that would not count into his tax for this year. So I wouldn't push Enzo Maresca too much, but I believe that Chelsea will find themselves in a better position than they even did last season. The reason why, to me, I feel like Maresca came in and Mauricio Pochettino left, because it's all about the style of play. There's two different things. The way he explains how he wants his team to play is different from what we saw from Mauricio Pochettino. But I won't go too far. Let me give the guys to talk. Guys, I will still come on the comments. Keep your comments coming. Dextro HHH, thank you very much for being here. He says, we don't know you like that. Why are you asking? I'm not so sure what exactly Dextro is talking about. Majestic, irate, and not gonna play most likely at Liverpool. Oh, okay, the player. Okay. Thank you very much. Destro said, what is this behavior? I'm not so sure. What exactly Dextro is talking about? Probably previous conversation. But let's go to DJ. DJ's been waiting for him to drop some few points. DJ's go for it, sir.
Yeah. Listen, I understand what Mo was actually saying, and I understand the concept of what he means when he says mandatory. Now, what that basically means in terminology-wise means that for a club like Chelsea Football Club, we should not. It shouldn't be. We should be competing for the top four. It's something that should already be measured in our DNA, regardless of who the ownership are. Yeah, because at the end of the day, you can say, okay, we made so much changes at the top. We did this and we did that. However, a club like Chelsea Football Club should always be competing, regardless of who and of who's running the club. Yeah, and if these guys, when they first bought the football club, know anything of our football club and our history, they would know when obviously we were winning trophies, obviously long before Roman Abramovich bought the football club. And I'm going back, as you know, when I go back, we were winning trophies before Roman bought us. It's just that Roman took us to a higher pedestal. He took us to a higher level. That is why we were competing for the best players in the world. We're in the Champions League almost every season. We even won it under Roman Abramovich twice. So I can understand why some fans are saying it shouldn't be mandatory. Should be that Chelsea should always finish in the top four. Now, how I look at it from the other angle is give the manager, if you're going to give a manager a 5-year contract like Maresca's being given, then give this guy a chance to actually build on that and let him try it. Now, for example, in the first season, if we don't finish top four, but we say finish 5th spot and out the top four race or out the top four place, at least we still got a place in Europe. Yeah. And then next season we can say, okay, next season you can work on something higher. But if the owners are going to say at the end of the day, okay, you didn't finish top four and you're going to sack him, then what is the 5-year contract for? What are you going to do? Pay off another manager? Yeah, we've got to learn from this, because one of the first things these owners said when they first came to the football club was they're not going to be sacking managers left, right, and centre. And so far, what we've seen, they got rid of Thomas Tuchel, they brought in Potter, sacked him, got rid of him, brought in Lampard for a temporary basis, got him out. Then he had this other guy who came in on a temporary basis for one game. He went, and then all of a sudden you bring in Pochettino. He came in, got us into our best position. I can't believe I'm actually saying 6th position was our best position under these owners, which is not what we're all about. And then they sack him. So, at the end of the day, you've got to give this manager his time. Now, yeah, like Makeem has also said, it's been an excellent transfer window so far. I have to say, since these owners come in, I have to say this has probably been our best transfer window. Look at the players that we're bringing in, and possibly more to add in terms of Osimhen, possibly more to maybe this defender. Apparently, we're signing from Benfica. We're signing this defender called Tamas from Benfica, a young centre-back. Or I think he's a bit older than that, but we're bringing this guy in. And there's a possibility of whether we want him or not at Chelsea, whether we think he should be coming to Chelsea or not, there's still that possibility of Jadon Sancho coming to Chelsea, right? So they're clearly looking at what's happened. And I really hope, as we keep saying, if these owners can prove to the fans that they want to get things right, but give this manager his opportunity, give him the tools to achieve what he wants to achieve. I don't see why Maresca can't do well for us. But you need to give this guy a chance to prove that. Yeah, because people go on about Arteta. At least Maresca had managerial experience before he took the Chelsea job. What did Arteta have? He came straight from Pep, straight to big job in Arsenal. At least this guy's done his bits. He's learned from the best, right? So how I look at it, why I look at it more of an advantage point to him is he's learned from the best. He was a disciple under Pep, right? So let him learn, let him get that opportunity to do it. But don't come at the end of the season, fans are going to get on his back, get rid of him, sack him because of the players that we signed. It doesn't work that way. For me, give this guy his opportunity to take us where we need to be. Now, if we end up finishing, say, 5th spot, come us at the end of the season, with all the players that we've got, but I'm hoping with Osimhen there, we get 4th, then for me, this guy should be continuing on. Let him carry on, but don't just get him out the door and then bring in another manager in and then give him another 5-year contract. If he doesn't achieve that, you sack him. all you're going to basically just do is what we've been doing previously, just paying off managers. And I think it gets to the point now where fans just want to see a manager at the football club that's going to be there for years to come, okay, and take us to where we want to be. We want to see that again. And I'm hoping one of the reasons why I have so much doubts about these owners is they're more or less doing the same thing as at least Roman Abramovich, when he was sacking managers, we were successful and winning trophies. That is why people cannot talk to me about these owners and Roman Abramovich for that reason, because Roman at least was doing it in the way that he was doing it, but he was winning trophies at the end of the day. These guys are not even doing it, bro. So that's how I look at it.
DJ, this is something we've discussed here 10 times, many times. Anytime we come over here, I know Ryan also have his view on it. Scala also have his view on it. Look, this is what I say. I know you may think that these owners are not doing it. From the angle at which they took the football club and how things were, it would take time for you to continue what Roman Abramovich was doing. And we have to remember it was two different eras. Roman Abramovich's time was way different from what it is now. There was so many. There wasn't that many restrictions under the era of Roman Abramovich. Now there are. Salary cap is there. Financial fair play is also in place. A whole bunch of crap in football now that makes things difficult for owners to
You're
be
missing my point,
owners.
You're missing my point completely, bro.
I know I'm not missing it, DJ. I'm not missing
You are, bruv. You are. You're not listening to what I said to you. I said that, yes, I know it's a different situation, but what I said is if it doesn't work, if, for example, Maresca doesn't get us to where we need to go, don't sack him. That's what I've basically been trying to say. Okay. Don't sack him. Give him a chance to carry on. Yes, it's all changed, but give a manager a chance. And I actually do believe in this manager, and I think he can do well for us. But he needs to be given that chance to do it and the tools to go and do it. But, you're getting a lot of fans that saying, oh, get rid of him if we don't finish in the top four.
No.
I mean, that's my point. That's what I was trying to say. But
I even heard you describing the same way of when Arteta moved from Manchester City, has no managerial experience before he joined Arsenal. And I understand it'll be very, very ridiculous if these owners sack this manager. I think Poch could have stayed, but there was something missing from Poch that the owners did not like. You get what I'm saying? But if you look at this manager, the way he explains things, the way
he was a Spursy manager, bro.
That's why. Spursy manager. So yeah, I mean, I believe that Enzo Maresca would do much better. It's all about time, and let him build a team. Let him build the team. And from what I'm watching, the tactical board alone proved to me that this manager will do a lot for this football club. Let him do the job. And on those, some of our fans that keep saying, what has he done? What has he done? He's a championship manager. I know they're not saying it anymore. They've stopped saying it from what they saw against Wolves. I hope that they continue that progress, that success again. I mean, with the next game and play the same way and still, banging goals. But yeah, guys, we're still on the Lukaku, Victor Osimhen, Jadon Sancho, and Raheem Sterling. Where does the future lies for these for these players? Else, we're gonna end up, moving away from the main topic of the day and then move on to achievements and Enzo Maresca. And we're not here for Enzo Maresca. Chelsea Football Club, more of the topics today. Us Rand also give us an update on Liverpool. Chiesa, they need a striker. Definitely need a striker. Darwin Nunez, we heard that he's trying to force his way out to the football club. I think that should be the reason why Chiesa is coming. And I feel like Mo will be there for the end of the season, but then somebody else will come in to replace Mo. It won't be it would not be what do you call it? It won't be Chiesa replacing Mo. Somebody else will come in. Darwin Nunez will be leaving the football club. I don't know how Ryan sees it. But before we come back to the main content again, let me read a few of the comments. Godsport said, I am a Chelsea fan, but I don't think Man United will do well this season by using Rashford as a 9 upgrade. It says so. Ugarte is not an upgrade to Scott McTominay. Eric Ten Hag should But to expect to be sacked, okay, expect to be sacked. Onana is not reliable. Thank you very much, God's power, for that comment. I get it now. And Swedish in the building. SDT said, I don't like the McKean guy. Guys, apologize. That's Makeem. Sometimes it goes very negative, and when he's being positive, sometimes I think he overdoes it. But certain choice of words that Makeem used were not. I don't think that was what Mo was expecting, and some of us were not expecting that. But I'm very very sorry for Mo for the interruption from Makeem. Apologize for that, but. It is Makeem. Makeem, I'll talk to him later when he come on. He said doesn't like. He says big up from Nigeria. Big up to you too, SDT. Thank you very much for joining the show today. There's a lot of comments over here. Godsport said, I'm setting Chelsea and Man United will struggle this season, but Chelsea will finish above Man United. Top four setting for Chelsea because of squad depth. Chelsea will play good and threatening this season, according to God's power. Thank you very much for it. Man again says Spursy USA. Now Mauricio Pochettino. He said Chelsea will attack, no doubt, and keep the back door open for goals. That is the issue we're not addressing. Yes, in terms of the defense, I mean, they have improved. They have improved a lot. They were much more open in the first half against Wolves, but second half they closed up all those gaps. But thank you very much, Mas, for the comment. Thank you very much, Charlie. What's the last name again? Charlie Babatunde. I'm sure that's what it is. Babatunde. Charlie Babatunde. That's the name. It says Chelsea will attack. Thank you very much for your comment. Sasky set up. He won the championship, Maraska. It's not easy. Not easy. I can't see it anymore. Absolutely, he did not just managerial experience, but he won the competition, which wasn't that easy. I know he was even far ahead until he started struggling with injuries before he catched up. So big up to you, GFC, Gavin, my man in the building. Thank you very much for being here. It's a big up, guys, and big up everyone in the building.
Big up, bro. Big up, Gavin.
Yep. Jamaica, man. Jamaica, big up to Jamaica, up to Canada. Canadian mountains. Ricardo, big up to you. Says up Namibia, big up to all Namibian fans supporting the channel. Guys, I haven't said this for a while. Please, the only way this channel can get to that millions that it is looking for is by you subscribing and liking the video, and also share the video out to any Facebook platform that you find yourself. I'll love if you do that for me. Vanna Ishwara said, why you skip my comment? What I'm asking is the tools given to Maraska not enough. Sorry, my brother, I did not skip it. I did not intend. The key word is intend to skip it. I did not intend to do that. I might have skipped it, but it wasn't intentionally. I apologize, okay? I definitely don't like skipping comments, but please forgive me if I did. I've skipped some of them. God's power says I'm a Chelsea fan. I read some of them. And Dexter said I was talking about that McCain guy who was chatting BS and being a TWAT twat to Mo. I'm sorry, guys. So sorry if I skip some of the comments. I don't intend to do that. Abiola, big up to Abiola. He says, good evening, sir. Good evening to you, sir. Wherever you're watching me from, I know probably your location will be in Nigeria. But thank you very much, all my Niger guys supporting this channel each and every day. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Godsport said my only issue is Chelsea team is Sanchez and Modric. Sanchez, you don't have to worry so much about Sanchez because he's Modric is a squad player. He's not a starter. He starts on those domestic games, but he's a starter. But let's go to Mr. Scala. Scala, you've been patiently waiting. Guys, keep your comments coming. I'll get to them. Scala, what do you want to inject into this discussion? There's so many things going on with Enzo Maresca, Ivan Toney, and Victor Osimhen, and Raheem Sterling. We've talked about Raheem Sterling already. But what else you want to add to the disaster that went on a few minutes ago?
Yeah, I mean, look, if you get either of the strikers, Tony or Osimhen. For me, I think for me the better choice would be Tony, but I guess everyone has a personal choice. But anyways, if you get either one of them, I don't know. Like I feel you guys should be not only getting fourth. I think that should be bare minimum, but you should also be winning the Conference League. I mean, like you literally have the best squad depth after Real Madrid. Or you can even say like on par. I mean, a team which can has the luxury to bring on Neto, Nkunku, and Felix, that should not be anywhere close to outside the Champions League spots. You know, for me that's like a bare minimum. I mean, I don't know. Like I heard what the debate was like. Mo was saying like what the board expects and what the fans expect versus what the fans want. Either way, I think like top four should be minimum, man. I don't think that should be like it's non-negotiable. I mean, because if you look at the competition, I mean, United, like we are up and down, and we didn't get fourth, like a fourth spot last year. Liverpool will definitely be there. Aston Villa, I don't know whether with their Champions League commitments will they get in or get no, or they will miss out like how Newcastle did. And then like who else? Like will Newcastle a competition? Tottenham. I mean, look, Tottenham. You can always expect them to bottle it, but come on, man. Like Chelsea, if you look at all those teams I mentioned, Chelsea have the best squad. You know, forget about the manager, like what he like. I mean, look, I think that's a lot of disrespect saying he's a championship manager. You literally had Frank Lampard, who wasn't even a championship manager. He couldn't even get Derby promoted. Maresca won the championship, which someone mentioned in the comments, like it's a very difficult league to win. Plus, he has had experience with Pep. And whatever I've listened to this guy, I've watched every press conference of him. That's the first time I've watched a rival manager's press conference. Like literally, this guy has like he doesn't have a diplomatic switch. It's literally like very binary with him. It's either this or that. So for me, like with that kind of a manager, you should definitely be getting Champions League. And yeah, that's literally my thoughts on like what you guys are discussing about like what the club's hope. I mean, I saw his quote that he said the club has put no pressure on me to get Champions League, but I think the fans need to put a bit of pressure, in my opinion, because when Roman was here, you guys didn't need to worry about that, because Roman himself, he had such high standards that anything less than what he desired, you know that chopper will be landing on his head. So, yeah, man, I think you guys have more than enough to get Champions League.
Thank you very much, Scala. Let's go back to Mr. Ryan. Mr. Ryan.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we've discussed a lot. Mo have said a lot. Makim have said a lot. DJ have also said a lot regarding the, Enzo Maresca, his, achievement and target and whatever he has to achieve for Chelsea this season. What's your take on all these conversation?
Yeah, I think in terms of which striker would be better suited to Chelsea, I probably agree with Scala. I think Ivan Toney. If you compare the two strikers statistically, okay, Ivan Toney slightly older than Osimhen, but he scored more goals in his career. Ivan Toney's played in the Championship for Brentford. He scored 30 plus goals. He's played 3 seasons in the Premier League, and produced a decent output. Obviously, his last season just gone was interrupted with the betting charges issue. Victor Osimhen, I'm just not convinced that this guy wholeheartedly wants to join Chelsea. And then the big stumbling block, obviously, that you've discussed and the guys have mentioned, as well as his wages and how whether he can fit into the new wage structure. I think Stephen mentioned it in a previous stream that the average wage bill under Roman was like £200,000 per week per player, and now that's come down to £60,000 per week, and then these bigger incentives for like individual achievements and team achievements. So can you convince Victor Osimhen to accept a wage structure, a contract with that sort of remuneration structure? It's going to be difficult when you've got a Saudi club tabling 30 plus million per season you can earn net of tax. So yeah, we'll see what happens in the next couple of days. But it's good that Chelsea are covering their bases. They can't put all their eggs in one basket and go after Victor Osimhen. If it doesn't work out, then make sure you don't leave yourself naked and without a striker by the end of the window. I think that's where Ivan Toney needs to be signed and sealed before the end of the window. And just quickly, kind of giving my input on DJ Sav's point about Maresca. I do remember there was, I think it was this guy, CFC Size or Ben Jacobs, one of the guys on socials. He mentioned that, I can't remember where he got the quote from, but that Maresca is definitely going to be given time. He was trying to remember, I think he was a Begdad Egbali hire in terms of Egbali, yeah. But Egbali was like the key person involved in bringing him to Chelsea. He was very, very heavily involved in the recruitment drive, and he's very sold on him. So there's no expectation for Chelsea to even qualify for the Champions League this season. If they don't, then Maresca won't necessarily be sacked. He's definitely, the noises I've heard is that Clear Lake sold on him, Egbali sold on him, and he's a long-term manager, and he will be given time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ryan. DJ Sab is still there. DJ, you're there?
Yeah, bro, I'm here.
All right.
Yeah.
DJ's still there waiting for him to get in again. Dextro, HHH, brother. So United vs Liverpool. How are you feeling, Mr. Ryan and Scala? All right. They'll come in. They'll come in a bit. Yeah, that's a big match over the weekend. Liverpool.
Rumble in the jungle, knee. I got my boxing gloves ready.
All right. Charlie, Babatunde, I'm sure that's the name, Babatunde. It says only reason Manchester City have won so many leagues in a row is that the top four teams, Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool, are underperforming. That could be true. That could be true. And they were rebuilding. They were just bringing players all around when these teams were going down the pecking order and they rise. So that's what they've wanted. That is true. The competitive and the competitiveness that we used to see 20 years ago, 10 years ago, it's not there anymore. Where every season, if Chelsea wins in the following season, you see Man United will pop in and United will push and City will come in, and we have even the rivalry, what do you call it, the derbies. The derbies is even kind of like weak right now. We see that rivalry between Liverpool and Everton. Now there's a vast gap between the two of them. It's the derby is kind of slowing down. Manchester United and Manchester City. I don't think it's even rivalry anyway. But they're all from the same. They say they're all from the same place, right? Manchester. I don't think that's even rivalry. It is Manchester United and Liverpool. And then Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspur, that competition is still there. But always, Arsenal is going to win that game. But yeah, Charlie said Ivan Toney is a Premier League proven striker. Victor Osimhen is not that kind of a striker. The only reason people are going in for Ivan Toney is because he's a Premier League striker. Watching live from India. Big up to you, Charlie, for watching the show all the way in India. That shows you where the channel has got to India. Yeah. The Pacific, all the way down there. Thank you very much, my brother. I'm reading from down all the way up. God's Power said, I'm setting Osimhen to Chelsea will be here. We go from Fabrizio Romano because Chelsea owner will be flexible with their payment structure in order to sign Victor Osimhen. Jackson cannot be trusted. Sasky said that the derby are down. We own Chelsea. We own Chelsea to easily. Okay, easily should be better battle this season. Okay, I mean the derby between Chelsea and Arsenal is kind of like Arsenal beating Chelsea these days too easily. But then Chelsea need to up their game. Yeah. To raise the derby games higher. just like Sasuke says, I'm trying to promote a big bed derby. Brighton versus Crystal Palace. The bed derby. Seahawks versus Eagles. Destro said it's it's a rivalry because of geographical, but the real one is with Liverpool. Absolutely, people say it's not that kind of a derby. United and Man United and Liverpool is because they're coming from the same city, but it's not that rivalry that I'm always looking for. I'm looking for Liverpool and Man United. But over to DJ. We'll go back to DJ again. DJ, regarding some of these things that we just talk about the derby, don't you think that the rate or maybe the strength of the derby, what it used to be 20 years ago, it's not what it is now?
Yeah.
And also, do you agree that the top four teams haven't pulled up the weight? That is why Manchester City have been able to win the the Premier League consistently, like three years in a row.
No, look, listen, it's Man City. Let's be real. I mean, you got to look at the whole situation. We all know, I think everyone knows the Premiership is the best league in the world. Anyone can beat anybody on their day. It's just not easy like it used to be. No one dominates. I mean, obviously, Man City are carrying on dominating, but I only believe they only won the Premiership by. I think it was I'm not sure. I don't think it was a landslide last season. I think Arsenal not that far behind them. So people are competing and catching up with them. And look, while Pep is the manager here at Man City, they're always going to be up there and thereabouts all the time, and they're going to be a very difficult team to beat. But I'm not saying that, but it doesn't mean they're unbeatable. So on a derby, for example, I mean, obviously we can say in the FA Cup, for example, the FA Cup final, Manchester United ended up beating them. Okay, people would say, okay, it was by a goal, but they still end up beating Man City. So they can be beaten. I mean, we took Manchester City all the way last season. I think we drew both our games with them last season. So there are. I mean, obviously they got us obviously in pre-season, but obviously pre-season counts for nothing. Obviously they've done us in the Premiership as well this season, but I still don't think though that we're not far. I don't think many clubs are that far behind them. I just think it's just Pep Guardiola's got them playing in a way that that they're just so used to doing, and that is why they can go on being the way they are. I mean, when they beat us, and let's be real here, they're not even in third or fourth gear, to be honest with you. Because we were just not on it that day. So look, I'm not saying the Premiership. I'm not saying it hasn't been competitive. I don't think the clubs out there are not competitive enough. I think they are, but Man City is obviously the bar. All clubs want to aim to beat, and I still think at some point, as I said, Arsenal were not far off them last season. And in all the derbies we're talking about, the derbies haven't been really that. I mean, I don't think they've been that bad either. I think Arsenal. I can't remember what the score was against us last season. I don't think it was a large amount of goals, but yeah, obviously, yeah. We're not competing. You probably say we're not competing. Maybe we're not competing with Arsenal as we used to do, but I still think we can give them a game on their day. So for me, look, at the end of the day, I don't think it's lost it all. I think teams will get back up to where they need to get back up to. It's just it will just take a bit of time, but Man City can be stopped. I don't doubt that for a second. They can be stopped.
Thank you very much. Manchester City can be stopped. Coming from DJ South, I believe so. Okay. So Ryan is back. Scala is still there. Scala, anything you want to add to it? What do we do with Jadon Sancho, Scala?
Yeah, I'm just reading the quote said by your manager. It's just come in. I don't know if you saw that or not. I mean, he's saying that he was asked a direct question about Sancho, and he said that let me just say, he said that if he can sign a player that can help us, for sure I would do it. And he goes on to say that Jadon is not a player. I know him very well, but he's not a player. So he has just said this right now, literally 10 minutes ago. So you can check that on Romano's page. And I mean, I don't know if he worked with Sancho when he was at Man City. I'm not sure. But he says he knows him. I'm not sure from where, but clearly there is interest from your side. And when he says that Sterling is not the kind of winger he likes, and Sancho probably he likes his profile more. I mean, there is some real possibility because I don't know how this benefits United. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they won't. I don't know. Sometimes I'm feeling like they are doing too much for Ten Hag, like because the thing that they had, the disagreement, it has, although they are, I mean, it's gone, but it's not gone. You know, if you know what I mean. But because I just don't see how this deal benefits us, because we are literally giving you a better player, and Sterling, you know, he doesn't even improves us. We already got a problem with Rashford. Now we are adding Sterling. Uh, so yeah, that's a problem. But yeah, I mean, about the derbies and everything. Yeah, I mean, it's not what it used to be. Definitely, I watched the Black Country Derby 2 seasons ago, and that was more interesting between Wolves and West Bromwich Albion. I mean, other than that, I mean, I suppose the Merseyside derby, that's very interesting. Although both teams are not like completely different level, but you know, it's interesting to watch. And Manchester derby, it's like, you know, it's okay. It happens every year. It's not that interesting. I do like the smaller ones, though. Definitely, I would like to see someday Sheffield Wednesday play Sheffield United. You know, teams like that, because you know, like fans are really local there, and they are very much more into it. So yeah, but this quotes by your manager, I can see that. I think that's like 3 days left for the transfer window. I think it closes on Friday. Yeah, I mean, but where do you see, like, do you see Sancho playing for Chelsea? Like someone was mentioning, like before, I think it was Mo. He said that although he does like Sancho, you have better players in your position, and not just players, like lots of players. I mean, where do you see him play? Because you can say he can play false nine or number 10. He can't play in the Premier League. That's my honest opinion. We have tried him there, but it doesn't work. His best position is left wing. That's
What
or right wing.
what would be the sense of bringing Sancho to come and play a false nine if you're trying to bring in strikers
Yeah,
like Victor Osimhen and what's his name,
yeah.
Ivan
I mean,
Tony?
he's
There's
not
no
going to
sense
play
of
in
bringing in
there.
Jadon
Just like
Sancho.
it's an option, but his best position is on the wings. I mean, in the Champions League semi-final, that's where he did his best work. So he's not a
Right.
total scrub. But and all this the things you hear of him, like his attitude and all that, that's like, you can say that's not entirely true,
That's not
because this
true.
guy is
Yeah.
a very reserved guy. He doesn't want to do media. He just keeps to himself. It's just that he has a problem with Ten Hag, that's it, and the media has blown that out of proportion. They do all they always do this with these kinds of players. They did with Martial, they did with Fred. So I mean, there's a pattern which I don't want to discuss, but yeah, he will be definitely a good player for you. But I just don't see where he, like, who he replaces him. Maybe Mudrik, I don't know. But come on, man, you bought Neto, Felix, and this guy, Nkunku. He's not better than any of those three, in my opinion.
Absolutely. I mean, this is what I keep saying. There's so many players that behind this, I mean, in the media have tagged them to be problematic players. But when they come to Chelsea, they're different players. That's why I even said from the beginning, is a culture at the football club that makes these players behave the way they behave when they go to Manchester United. Why are you signing a Paul Pogba? Why are you signing a Di Maria? Why are you signing Schweinsteiger? Why are you signing Zlatan Ibrahimovic? Why are you signing these players? What's the sense in it? Did it really work? You did not learn a lesson from all these players that you've signed. You brought in Cristiano Ronaldo, who to me, the way and manner that Everton had let the player leave the football club, I think it wasn't nice. This legend that won Champions League for the football club, that even won the world best, I mean, the Ballon d'Or for the football club. He won it for himself. I know it's an individual award, but if you go in history and you want to go down and count the number of players that have won Ballon d'Or, how many times has players with Manchester United won Ballon d'Or? We can count 1, 2, 3, or 4 or 5, because this certain player joined the football club to win Ballon d'Or. But the way and manner that they got rid of Cristiano Ronaldo, which Eric Ten Hag was the main guy that did that thing, I think was very, very bad. But Sancho could be a good player, but where? How do we develop Modric, a player that Chelsea spent 70 million on? How does it develop if you bring in Sancho? He wouldn't get game time unless you send him on loan. You have an idea, or you have in mind to send Modric on loan. That is why you've been playing him more often these days, to see how good he can be. If he can't catch up, we can't get the best out of him this season, then send him on loan so he can get game time. Because the guy, to me, it feels like he doesn't have the confidence anymore. Bring in Sancho, who can be better off the bench. We saw other players coming from the bench. We saw Joao Felix coming from the bench, Neto coming from the bench, and Impact Game, and Kuku also coming from bench. So Jadon Sancho will take. He knows what he's against. He knows there are better players in his position, and they have to lift the game up if you want to be playing a Premier League game each and every week. He has to up his game. But look at Manchester United on the left-hand side. Who can really, who's really challenging Jadon Sancho on the left-hand side? Garnacho? Garnacho will come from the bench. Rashford starts, and Rashford stinks that position. He's not product. He hasn't have any product. You get what I'm saying? So if Jadon Sancho leave, he'll be a better player somewhere else. We saw what he did with Borussia Dortmund when he went back to the club. So there's a good player in him, but I don't think that he's been treated well at Manchester United. I don't know what you guys want to say regarding Sancho. Then we can move on to Raheem Sterling.
Also, I have like a hot take on your midfield. I mean, and this is probably linked with Sancho because in the long term, it might not happen, and that's why it's probably a hot take. I would like to see Enzo dropped and probably Felix play in that number 10 or Cole Palmer play in that number 10. Because for me, when Lavia comes back, he has to go into the 11 for me. And one of Cole Palmer / Felix needs to play 10 because when Cole Palmer plays 10, you saw what he did against Wolves, like 2 assists and with the right weight of pass. And maybe you might lose a bit of defense, but not like Enzo provides a lot of defense. Literally, both the games he got outrun by the midfielders, one by Lamina and then one by Kovacic. So that means one player goes to the bench, and that means that Sancho will even get more or less time, because Enzo is a high-profile player for you guys. Again, this might not happen, but say if Lavia goes to the bench, again, he will be there on the bench. There will be no place for Sancho. So yeah, I mean, look, I don't know if he's making this move just because it's Chelsea and London and he's not looking at the opportunities to play because he's got like 5 players better than him. Plus at Enzo's system, if I'm not wrong, your wingers need to work hard, to track back. That's literally of Pep's playbook. So, okay. And Sancho is not really that kind of player. So we'll see.
There's another player heavily linked with Chelsea, but no bid has been made yet. He goes by the name Thomas. If you get this guy, I don't know if I can. Yeah, another player. I've watched some few clips. It's not enough, but from what I'm seeing alone tells me this guy is going to be a baller.
He's a Benfica centre-back, bro.
Benfica centre-back. What a player. Yeah. And Chelsea are looking for a centre-back and a striker to close down their transfer dealings for the summer. I don't know if they can get this deal done. It's too late, in my opinion. But I would say it's even too late because if you can remember when Chelsea brought in David Luiz, at that time, it was pretty much close to the transfer deadline day, if I can remember. A few days left, David Luiz walking to Chelsea from Benfica. I'm sure it's from Benfica, right?
Yes, it was from Benfica.
Yeah, but yeah, DJ. I mean, you've seen a post or an image of this guy. I'm talking about. What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, look, he's up and coming. He's a good. From what I've seen of him, he does look a good centre back. I'm not going to lie. He's as I said, he's still young. Again, he's one of those that is. I probably would say who. The question's asked: who will he get by in that Chelsea team? I mean, I look at it this way: the only time this deal happens for Thomas is if one of Desassi or Chalobah leave, one of those two go, or even today I think we've all seen that Badashili apparently is going nowhere. Apparently he's put on his Instagram that he's going nowhere. So I don't think he's going anytime soon anyway. So it's going to be between Desassi and Chalobah that will leave. That's the only reason when this deal might happen. I think Chelsea put, from what I saw today, I think it's a 40 million. I think they've already put a 40 million offer down on the table for him, 40 million euros on the table for him, for this guy.
Yeah.
Fabrizio
said there hasn't been any bid made yet. So I'm not
Someone
so sure.
said 40 million on one. Obviously, Fabrizio, I'll go by Fabrizio says. I think the person that actually did quote it was actually one of those ones that was just trying to get clicks, I think. But yeah, I'd go by what Fabrizio is saying. I thought, I mean, maybe there is interest in the player, like there is with every player that we look at. And it would not surprise me if I probably would say leave this one for the end of the window. I wouldn't say this is going to happen now. I think there'll be other things to get sorted out first. I mean, and we got to remember as well, it's not just about players coming in. We've got to get about
Out.
7 or 8 players off the books before the end of the window on Friday, and that's not going to be easy. Let's put it that
Chelsea.
way. Yeah, good luck to them. And just on the Jadon Sancho thing, before I
all right, Scala. All right, so
yeah.
Scala. Yeah, Scala wants to leave. Thank you very much. Makeem is in the building.
He's back.
Yeah, Makeem is back. I forgot he was there. Is there's a conversation keep going and going? I forgot he was there. But anyway, DJ, you can sum up then. Let either Makeem.
Yeah, I was just going to say on Sancho. Yeah, as I said, look, as much as I like Sancho and I think he's a good player, and if he comes to Chelsea, yes, he could improve our team. People will say he comes ahead of Mudryk. Mudryk will probably end up being loaned out. I think that'll be a stupid move personally because I think you need to, for me, develop Mudryk for me.
Sorry, DJ. Ryan, are you leaving?
No, I'm just saying bye to Skylar.
Okay. Yeah, Skylar.
Posted in the chat. I'm here. I've always been here.
Yeah. I thought you leave when you say peace.
No.
All right.
Sorry,
go ahead, DJ.
No, bro. Don't have to apologise. I'll be quick. As I said, yeah, on Sancho, as I said, I don't think is he what we need now? No, we've already got enough players in that position. He's a Chelsea boy. That's the thing. I think that's the only reason why these strong links are happening. He's also a Chelsea fanboy, so I can see why it could possibly why it's happening. And obviously, what Maresca said in his press conference, I've not even seen it, but apparently he's obviously I think he talked about him. I think so. There must be something there. But look, listen, do we need him? I don't think we do. I think he's a good player, but I don't think we really need him in this moment in time. I mean, if it means obviously getting Sterling off the books, then yeah, I could understand why that could happen because that's like 320,000 off the books. So I can understand that. But yeah, for me though, I mean, as much as I like him, I think we've got enough players in that position.
Thank you very much. Saski Gunnaman himself says Everton looking not well. Will they stay up? Will they make a signing? Will they get deducted? PTS again. Point deduction again. Saski said Hammers pushing to pass Chelsea and Spurs. And is this? Yeah, I think it means Spurs. That's what he thinks. Festus Osaru said Osaru believes that Chelsea will win the league with Osimhen in our team. He believes that the man himself, big up to you, my friend. He said he believes that Chelsea will win the league with Victor Osimhen as the front man. Big up to my sister. I want to love you forever. The queen of the channel is back in the building again. She said a big up needs Zion and everyone on the panel. Hopefully, everyone having a blessed day. Whatever you're doing, Nizion is working for you. What a great journey you've had moving up. Thank you very much, my sister. I would say it is you. It is your making. It's your support that you've given to this channel from beginning of 1 subscriber to where we are getting close to about 4K right now. Rapidly in the past 2 weeks, it's been just mad. It's been just mad. And I know with time on our side, we will get the numbers we're looking for. 10,000 by the end of the year. Hopefully, we can all achieve that. And the legends like Saski Guna himself and everyone, all our brothers and sisters watching from Nigeria, India, and Zimbabwe, Namibia, all across the continent. I want to say thank you very much. We appreciate you joining us. And it is my responsibility to bring the shows out for you to enjoy. Without me, you won't be here. Without you guys, I won't be here either. And make sure I bring in man like Makeem, who creates so much controversy sometimes. And DJ Sav and Mr. Ryan, those two are going to fight for me, Liverpool and the Chelsea fan, when they meet. And then Makeem will be the referee. So I bring them all here so they can bring in their opinion on top. So, in regards to the topic that we have on the show, Gunnar said Latvia and Casado look like a good double pivot. Enzo in the CA and the CAM and Enzo in the CAM role can be okay. But yeah, maybe Palmer and Felix there sometimes. Okay, thank you very much. Gunnar himself, it's like 100 Is the 100 mil release clause? Isn't it need Zion? Who are you talking about, Sasuke? Is he the new guy on the screen? I don't think it is. If it's Victor Osimhen, that was what the asking price was a long time ago. But I don't think Napoli can achieve that. Benfica, okay, the Benfica. This player. No, this player cannot ask for 100 million. It's not anywhere near 100 million. Nah, that can be. Satsuki said that. Oh, okay. I was talking about Antonio Silva, Benfica. Oh, the Benfica centre back, not this one. Yeah, Antonio Silva. Chelsea was linked with him. I think earlier in the summer. I think in January and this summer, Antonio Silva, yeah, among those defenders that Chelsea was bringing in. But no, this season, I think another player that Chelsea is looking at centre back. But Modric needs to be playing. He's very, very young, according to say. He needs to be playing, but he's getting game time after game time at Chelsea, and he's not improving. He's not telling the manager that I'm your go-to guy that you can rely on. You get what I'm saying? Big up to Fairboy, representing GH all the way from Ghana, Accra. Big up to you, my friend. He says that Tottenham Maraska is trimming down the squad, and yet they are still adding more. Yes, they're still adding more. That's on your screen. Chelsea are looking at this player. He's a very, very good player. You guys can look up to him. Look at some few clips on YouTube, or maybe he is a baller. He's a good player, good centre back. I think a player that you can rely on. He can drive the ball. He can tackle from back. He can give those passes to our wide wingers. Very, very good player. Modric is Timo Werner, kind of a player. I know that's what Phantom is going to say. But okay, let's go to what our man again, Mr. McKean. Are you back?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
McKean, why did you do that? Tell me. Why did you do that to Mo?
I didn't do that to him. I just won the argument. That was it. At the end of the day, cooler heads prevail. We're all Chelsea fans.
Yeah, I get it.
It's nothing to take personal like that. It's just I win debates sometimes, and I lose debates sometimes. And not, you know what I mean? It's not anything.
So I agree that you accepted that you're losing the debate on Enzo Fernandez. Are you losing that debate, or you think you're still winning it?
Oh, on Enzo Fernandez. Sorry,
Yeah.
You're saying two things. So
Enzo
sorry.
Fernandez.
What about Enzo Fernandez?
I'm saying that, are you accepting that you're losing the debate on Enzo Fernandez, that he really deserved to be in the team? Now he's a captain, so you've lost it. You lost the debate.
Really? You think so?
I don't know. That's what it's looking like. He's not a vice captain.
Yeah, he is a vice captain. Yeah. But at the end of the day, we did that with Gallagher. We did it with Mount. We did it,
Oh, so are you saying that it doesn't matter if you're a captain or not? You could be shown at the exit.
No, because the owners, I would not go against the owners,
Yeah.
This is why I was saying to my man, I would not go against the owners, because at the end of the day, they're doing the necessary things for the levels to be higher. Our levels, naturally wasn't as high when Roman was here. We had a lot of downs. There was a lot of bad things going on, but the neck above win, just above wins, justified a lot of bad things. So I don't think we should give these owners a hard time like that. It's not that bad yet,
McKean believed he would never go against the owners. So do I. I would never go against the owners for now. But I believe that they will get the best out of the football club. But DJ Sab said it's on Chelsea now. DJ Sab said, okay. If Chelsea can agree a salary now with Osimhen, we will fly to London. If not, he will say thanks and then go to Saudi, according to Fabrizio Romano. Thank you very much, DJ, for the latest updates on Victor Osimhen. But DJ, I hear you laughing. What's up?
Oh no! Just as you guys on the owners, I'm just saying you guys are so confident with these owners.
No. Sorry, DJ. Sorry, DJ. Sorry, DJ. But the Enzo thing, based on the position I have with these owners, Enzo.
I just had to bring that in there. Sorry.
No, but sometimes you have to stuff your turkey before you cook it. I'm just saying.
Go on, bro.
Sometimes you have to slow roast your turkey because it costs so much for Asda. It costs you 16 quid, mate. Yeah, yeah.
And more at Marks and Spencer's, yeah.
In it. That's what I'm saying. So Enzo could be gone by next year for all we know. Him
He
playing
could
all
do,
of
bro.
these games, all of this time, yeah, could
He
be
could do.
them buffering up his CV, yeah, so that when he goes to another team, he might go for an 80 million, 100 million.
Possibly.
These owners are ruthless. They're ruthless.
Bro, I don't deny it. I
Well,
don't deny the fact he doesn't want to go Real Madrid one day. I've never ruled that out for him, to be honest with you. I've always said he won't stay at Chelsea for the rest of his career. I know that for a fact. He'll eventually will go to either Barcelona or he'll go Real Madrid. It's the fact that that's just going to happen at some point in his career. It might be next year. It could be 2 years down the line. At the moment, all I'm basically saying on Enzo, look, I'll be honest with you. You know, so far this season, I've not really been impressed with him. I'm not going to lie. You know, he's
yeah, you
flattered
was
to
going
deceive me.
hard on him, DJ. You was good.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait. DJ.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
DJ.
I'm being real, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, listen, if you were asked to choose my midfield now, okay, for me it has to be Lavia and Caicedo who get ahead of him. Simple as that. I'm not going to lie. I'm saying choose it real as it is now. Enzo, and look, Enzo, I'm not doubting Enzo's a bad player. I think he'll come good. I really do. I think eventually he will become good in Chelsea midfield. But for me, you know, I mean, I watched Lavia enough to see in the pre-season and also watching him previously before he got that bad injury. There's a play in this guy, mate. And, you know, I'm not going to lie to you. Once that guy starts cooking, it's going to be very hard to drop him out of the Chelsea team. Very hard. And, you know, you have to then ask who's going to be the one to drop out. Is it going to be
You know what,
Caicedo?
DJ?
Or is it going to be
Enzo,
Enzo?
if that happens, DJ, I would be more than happy to welcome him. You get what I mean? Like, if he shows up to par, yeah, I would be like, you know what, hands up, yeah, he proved me wrong. Do you get what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I agree. Listen, I'm not debating what you're saying. The reason I've always been taking up for Enzo is I think people have just looked at his price tag, and some of his displays haven't been to what they want it to be, and they just come onto him. And I always try to be one to give players. I always be one to give players opportunities. I'm not one for just saying get them out the door. That's how I've always been, bro, with any player. So you know that's what I've always been saying. Because he costs that money, people are getting on his back more, and I can understand that. I really can do. But sometimes you've got to understand the situation you're in. You're coming from a different league. People go on about, okay, he was a World Cup winner. But that don't mean nothing. You're still playing in the Premiership, one of the hardest leagues in the world. You know, so look, I'm hoping it all works out for him, and I'm sure it will. But let's see. But as I said, I don't doubt he'll go Real Madrid or Barcelona at some point in his career. I'm not doubting that at all.
All right, so thank you very much. DJ Salve, Emma came out there. Big up to you, Theophilus Amor. Theophilus Amor, thank you very much for representing the channel all the way back in GH Ghana. He says, doesn't mean chalo. Okay, hold on. It says, good evening to you all. Please, I think this coach, we Chelsea fans need to trust him. He can take us to the promised land. And from Ghana, thank you very much. Theophilus Samuel, thank you very much for your comment. And guys, like let's do this. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do me a favor. You gotta subscribe and share it on any other Facebook page that you found yourself. I bet you there are Chelsea fans out there who want to join our platform. Be part of our community. We are getting there. We slowly, slow but sure, but we are getting there. Maya is back in the building again. Big up to you, Theophilus Samoa. Nice to have you on the show. Fairboy, my brother again from GH Seller. It's funny how the standard for being a good player is being a captain. That's from Fairboy. Fairboy said, honestly, why are we people concluding Enzo as trash just because of his that's because of last season? That's Fairboy's comment. Big up to you, Fairboy. Phantom said Victor Osimhen will not cave in on his prize. If he does, I lose respect for him. That's from Phantom. So both Enzo must leave. Both Enzos, which is Enzo Maresca as a coach and Enzo Fernandez as a player. Phantom said, if I cannot have Mourinho back, I will accept Carlo Ancelotti. This guy he's talking sense according to Sasuke. Sasuke, which of them is a DJ or is a Makin? Which of them? I have two of them. They all talk sense though, but maybe one of them sense was too high at this moment when you're listening. So which of them? I have a DJ and I have Makin. I have Ryan also in here. Then I have DJ Sav is back again. I have DJ here. Many of the guy over here. So I don't know which of them was speaking when you think the person was really speaking facts. So let me know. Sasuke. Gunaman says Madueke. Phantom said Madueke and Palmer are starting 11 every match. Is it because of that performance? We all know of Palmer, but we don't know about Madueke. Madueke can be hot and cold sometimes, guys. Last season, he was blowing so many hot and colds, but he started well. We hope and I wish and I pray that he continues like that. Jeremiah Katana says, get a job, Bellingham, get Enzo Fernandez out. Get a job, Bellingham. Get Enzo. I didn't get that question, Jeremiah.
He means Joe Bellingham, bro. Joe Bellingham, Bellamy's younger brother.
Oh, get Job. That boy. Joe.
Yeah, Joe Bellingham.
Job.
His
okay.
name is Joe Bellingham. Yeah.
Joe Bellingham. And okay. Let's see about that. Enzo Fernandez is overrated according to Phantom. The guy is not overrated. That is not right, Phantom. You're a football fan. Man, Enzo Fernandez is not overrated. The guy has won a World Cup, won Copa America, played very well, always starting 11 for Benfica, and he's been at Chelsea. He's still doing it. He's not overrated.
Phantom. He doesn't like Enzo, bro. He doesn't like him, bro. That's a harsh comment, man, by him.
Fairboy said Enzo is a better baller than Lavia. No. Those players play different positions.
You see what happens when you not do. See,
those players play different positions. See, one is a better baller than the other. Just like you're comparing Sanchez to Jackson. You get what I'm saying? You're comparing Nicholas Jackson to Sanchez. Two players play different positions. Or maybe you're comparing a left back to a right back. It doesn't work like that. You know, Fairboy, I know you know better. You know your football, Fairboy. I know you've been on this channel. You've been on the studio before. We've discussed so many times. Come on, Fairboy. You even have a channel, Fairboy. You do. You should know better. Jeremiah said that Caicedo is good, but he should increase his pace and I think thinking in carrying the ball. That's from Jeremiah. Thank you very much, Jeremiah. Swati said a direct meeting with Osimhen and agent Saudi League club. We might lose him if Chelsea doesn't do anything. I don't think Chelsea should put all their eggs in one basket and go for Victor Osimhen if it's not going to work. Let him go to Saudi Arabia if he really wants to prove himself. Let him go to Saudi Arabia. Who cares? I'm telling you, Americans will not drop their standard. Go low for Victor Osimhen and start paying Victor Osimhen so high, and everybody else that knows that it's Americans have a wage structure, and now he's broken it because of Victor Osimhen. Don't do it. So if it doesn't happen, that'll be the only reason.
Can I interrupt you on that one, Lee? Sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Sure, go ahead.
But I think you'll find, bro, these owners did actually come out and say they will pay the wage for the right profile player. So they put themselves in that by saying that, by coming out with it in the first place. Now they think if obviously Osimhen, no one's saying he should be paid 500k a week because that's not what the asking price. This is what this team in Saudi have gone and given. He's not asking for that. I think he's asking for half of that salary at Chelsea. And if these guys have come out and already said that they are willing to pay, I'm not saying go all the way and smash like 800, 300, 400k on him a week. No. He's on what like most said earlier on. I think he's on 190 a week at Napoli.
Napoli, 190 a week. Yeah, I think it's like that.
Yeah. He's still within Chelsea's. It's within Chelsea's range of paying that kind of money for him. So when they did say for the right profile player, they will put that money down. And let's be real here, Osimhen is that kind of right profile player. He's got the right age. Okay, and for me, look, I know people have got their doubts about him maybe not working in the Premiership. But I remember when people had their doubts about Didier Drogba all those years ago, and the guy proved everyone wrong. So you know, this is how I look at this situation from that angle point of view. I don't know what your guys take us on that at all.
Maya, you want to respond to that, or Makim? Before I go back to the comments, but I like this comment from Sasuke. I'll just take that. Maya will come in. It says Ghanaians and Nigerians are being coming. It says Nigerians coming to the promised land and the land of the mountains, clean air, clean water, clean living of Canada. Yahoo! I just like that from Satsuki, man. Thank you very much for that comment. Let's go. Let's go to Maya. What do you want to say regarding what DJ said? Is Maya there? Oh, Maya, you sound like you are in a different planet. Or maybe you're underwater. Where you are?
Can you hear me now?
Maya, it sounds like you're speaking from space.
Maya sounds like he's getting kidnapped, bro.
He's in a submarine or something.
To be honest with you, let's get this done. Maya, let us know, because I can see your hand in the, your logo is a hand. I do need help.
Hold on.
Because I can see you waving. You're waving at me. You're waving at me. Man. You're waving at me. Let me know if you need help, because most of the time when people are being kidnapped and you're looking for help, they just do this. So
wait, how about now? How about now?
Oh, it's better now. That's smart. Big up, brother. You're back, bro. You're back.
You see, now you're here with the South African headset. Yeah, it's much better. Much better.
You frauds.
Much better.
Hey,
Oh,
listen.
goodness.
Listen,
Yeah,
Makim, right? I'll literally swim all the way to UK for you, blood. Trust me.
Hey, my bro, the door's open for you. Don't worry, I got you, bro.
Bombla, bro, bombla. But anyways, sorry for that cut notice, bro. My network is actually your A, guys. But just coming back to DJ's point of Osimhen, like if the owners legit want to give him this wage, so let it be, man. Like why are we waiting on like a player just to come to this club? Like if they actually certain enough to bring him here, just let it be. You know, if not, go for Ivan Toney. Go for John Duran. Let's get a striker. My point is to get a striker. Even if it's not Osimhen, if it's not Tony, as long as you get a striker, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Maya said it's but people are also talking about John Duran. It might not be over because, I saw that goal for John Duran over the weekend when the Premier League started. But yeah, who says no? Chelsea can go back to John Duran. But I don't think they will do that now. But Ivan Toney in the picture. Phantom of Mini Topic said Nizayon Guna is saying Phantom Talk Saints. Oh, okay. Guna Man says Phantom Talk Saints. Okay. It's okay, DJ Saba talking Saints. Yup. Okay. All of them. So everyone is talking Saints. Phantom of Mini Topic claiming that you are referring to him. Phantom. So Sasuke is not referring to you. Guna Man is not referring to you. he said what you said it wasn't making sense. All right, so that's fun too. All right, so okay. Sweaty said Duran is in the list doing along with Tony. That's right. Just rumors. For now, I haven't heard much on John Duran. Just going for John Duran, but don't close your door. Sasuke said a dial 911 right now. We're trying to, but we got Amaya back, so I think. We found him, and even here, you can't complain. You can call and complain of a missing person. You have to wait for 48 hours first. A swap deal for Sterling and Hudson Odoi. No way, Jeremiah. Hudson Odoi is gone. He's gone. We can't bring him back again. He hasn't done much for me to say okay, he deserves to be called. I mean, for Chelsea to call him back. All right, almost twice as much as Timo Werner. All right, so Ivan Tony is proven. Alexander Isak is also proven by according to Phantom of Mini topic. Gyökeres is a tapping striker according to Katana. He says Gyökeres is a top striker, not a tapping striker. I almost speak like a Phantom of Mini topic, who always says that Tammy Abraham is a tapping merchant. But anyway, Swedish, thank you very much, Jeremiah, for your comments. It's just going for Gyökeres. I don't think it's up for sale. I don't think Gyökeres is up for sale. But Swedish said if we don't get any striker in the last days of the transfer window without striker, we will perform good. I believe we will perform good in certain games. But without a pivotal front runner, we will struggle against the big teams. Teams like teams like maybe I'll say Liverpool, Man City, or maybe Arsenal, because you need a different focal point up front to give them a different dimension who will take the defenders away. Because the same defenders will be following the strikers, but you need to create that space for others to score. But you need that striker up front. If you don't have a striker, a person in that position with that striking instinct, you might not create that room for others to score. So let's think of that way. We will struggle. Chelsea will struggle in the season, but they'll score goals against some good teams. But then to be able to compete very well, you need that balance. You need that striker up front. Jackson is not the one that will give you that 30, 40 goals a season. He's a good player, but he's not that striker. But hopefully he can develop well this season and start scoring. Fairboy said trying to sign a striker in England is way more expensive than signing someone outside England. I won't be surprised if Osimhen is cheaper.
Nah, that's not true, bro. Cause Osimhen was expensive, bro. It's just that he's cheaper because he's on the market, bro. He's listed. That's why he's cheap. But otherwise, that guy's not cheap, bro. He's probably like sitting on 140 M. But since he's on the market, he's 60 M's. You check. So like with English, it's the same thing with English strikers, bro. You can sign them around 60 to 80, bro, depending on what the wages are and depending on his performance, bro. It's not an expensive trust, bro. It's not.
The point with Osimhen, he's got a release clause, right?
Yeah.
But Napoli need to sell him, so they're negotiating it. The release clause is basically almost like a being overlooked. That's the issue.
What do you think, Makeem?
The thing is, I can see us getting both of them. Like I want Big D Barley to come in the last minute, like he did, with Enzo, You know, the last minute just came in, boom, because everyone was little footing around. He comes to get it done. I think this is one of the ones where I don't know if you remember when we got Lavia and Casado both.
Yeah,
I think something like this is gonna happen again because we actually need it. We need a striker, and I think at Bali, it might just get both of them because how much is Tony?
How much you want for Ivor Tony?
Yeah.
I
I
think
think it's like 60 million or something 60, in that region.
Yeah.
40 to 60. I think that's what I read.
Yeah,
I
think.
See? So if they offload Sterling and they offload a few players, 120, they probably go for both. These owners are unpredictable. You can't put anything past them.
Oh boy!
Let me quickly chip in on Sancho because I heard TJ Sav and McKean mentioned him. Chelsea need to stay way clear of this guy. This guy has problems, right? He's from the same conveyor belt of players at Man United like Ravel Morrison, Kieran Richardson, Fraser Campbell, those guys who have talent, but he has got serious behavior attitude problems, right? He's fallen out with so many managers in the past. Best case scenario is this guy goes back to Dortmund. I know Dortmund can't afford him, and they need to get rid of a player before they can even try and lure him back on a loan or a permanent deal. But Chelsea need to stay way clear of Jadon Sancho. There's just no benefit in him coming. And I think the guy's on what, like 250,000, 300,000 pound a week salary. How the hell is that going to fit into Chelsea's new, wage structure where the average wage is £60,000 a week? It's not going to happen.
Can I
It's
ask you a
just
question? Do you
go ahead.
think, like, if that was to happen, well, in your worst case scenario, let's say if you have Sterling and we get Sancho, who do you think is going to get the better end of the stick and who's going to get the worst end of the stick?
I mean, yeah, obviously, yeah, you guys are getting a younger player. And I said he's a talented player, Jadon Sancho. I just don't think he comes with too much baggage, and he's flopped at Man United. They're not seeing the best out of him. Why do you think that Chelsea can do any better? Financially, yes, you're getting rid of a £300,000 a week. Raheem Sterling is 29 years old, getting him off your books. So you'll definitely benefit. But you got look at you guys played Wolves. You had I think Mudryk started, right? So you had Neto and João Felix on the bench. You bring Sancho in. How are these players gonna start?
Can he not play?
Sancho's not going to accept a squad role. The guy wants to play. He wants minutes.
Okay.
Is he an 8? Can Sancho play an 8?
No, so I think he's a winger.
He's a 10. He's a 10 and a winger.
He's a 10, but he can play wing, as well.
Yeah.
He's versatile.
Yeah, he can play wing. Yeah, he's versatile. Yeah.
He was good in the knockout stage of the Champions League last season for Dortmund, playing on the wing. He should just go to Dortmund, man. Seriously,
I was thinking of playing him as an 8, because I've seen him drop deep so many times for Dortmund, like an Nkunku type, if you get what I mean. Like, I feel like he's better than Nkunku. Like, I feel like he can supplement him and just take the 8 role that Nkunku is meant to probably have in the midfield.
But you got Enzo, you got Lavia, Caicedo. I mean, he's playing 4-2-3-1, right? So
And we have
Palmer's
Palmer
the
too on the 8, bro. Yeah. And
Where
we
do you
have
fit him
Palmer
in?
as an 8 now.
Palmer
now,
Mr.
bro.
Ryan?
No, I agree with what he's saying. Yeah, like where do you fit him in? You got Palmer as your number
10.
Number 10 behind Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
You got Enzo, Lavia, Caicedo behind in the two sitting midfielders. Neto or João on the left, Madueke on the right. Where does Sancho fit in?
Unless you want to be a squad player and compete against those stats. We all ask this question: where is Felix is going to play? We saw Felix playing. Enzo Maresca has proven to us that we don't have to worry about where they play. Everyone says, where is Felix going to play? There we go. We saw Felix playing. Where is Neto going to play? Jamie O'Hara said, where are you going to fit all these players? Well, we saw them all playing. 5 substitutions, that's what we have in the Premier League. We should have enough. Everyone should be able to get game time. If you play today and you don't play the following game, that's okay. And the following game, you get a chance to play. And if the one that played the following game might not get a chance to play, then you also get a chance to play. That helps it gives so much rest to the players, so we don't have that many injuries that we have last season, where we lost lots of players through injury. So
we don't have that kind. I hear what you're saying. I really want it to be like that. And last year, I was hoping for it to be like that. But we just don't. Unfortunately, we don't do rotations like that. Do you get what I mean? Like, I hope this guy does.
I mean, some players are going to stay and will be unhappy, but they have to understand that it's a squad game. And that's what I like about Mauricio Pochettino. You see, you're being paid to train, but not to play. So everyone has to train and make your way. And Enzo Maresca also said similar thing. You have to show me you're good enough to be in my match day squad. You have to train very hard to make your mark on the team, because there are equal good players on the bench that will also want to get game time. So you have to prove to him that you're working hard enough. So Jadon Sancho, if you think he's coming to Chelsea and be lazy, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You have to work your socks off. You have to work so hard, and then get into Chelsea's team, because all the
I feel need that Maresca. I think DJ Sav mentioned it before. He's a disciple of Pep. He wants to eventually reach that point where the squad is trimmed and you've got players who can play multiple positions. You look at Man City; they've got Nathan Ake. He can play fullback, centre back. They've got Rico Lewis. He can play that fullback, inverting into the midfield. He can play DM. He can play holding midfield alongside Rodri. Phil Foden can play out on the wing. He can play centrally. I think Maresca wants to reach that point where where he's got not necessarily Sancho. It can be a Cole Palmer or an Enzo, or just where the squad is trimmed. It's lean, but you've got players who can play multiple positions. Because then you don't have players stuck on the bench and complaining and then want to leave, and that kind of issue. It creates toxic environment. You want your players fresh. You want them to be continually playing and sharp. I think that's medium to long term where Maresca wants to reach. The other one as well, Dewsbury Hall.
Yeah.
Oh my
We
god.
spoke about him in the last stream. Like, how's this bro going to
Oh
get
my
minutes?
god.
He said,
Give
where do
him
you feel all
time.
these
Give him
players?
time, Glad. Give him time. Give
Go
him
ahead,
time.
Ryan.
My blood pressure, man.
All right. Ryan even raised another name, and everyone was like, oh my God, where do you fit all these players? Saskia Guna said, you got sorry, Miss Jackson, Miss Jackson, McGee, Broja, is this Modric, Palmer, Madwiki, Sterling, Neto, Felix, shall continue, but you need more players. Wow, according to Saskia, he says, and Lukaku too, bro. He says, get house in order first. And Sancho likes a right wing, according to Saskia Guna. I haven't seen. I think I've seen him play on the right wing before. Yeah, I have.
He has,
Yeah. Saskia said that in Kunku too, but you need more and more players. How many more players you want to give us, Saskia? Matt Gay misses another easy goal. I will declare him Timo Werner. That's Phantom. I said it. Timo Werner. Every striker is a Timo Werner kind of a striker. Phantom said that the injury from last season is due to Mauricio Pochettino's methodology. Yeah, absolutely. I just added that for you because that's what it is. His style, what do you call it? Is it gun pressing? Is that what they call it? Is it gang pressing, Makin, Ryan or Maya? If you guys can help me out with the right pronunciation. Is it gang or gang pressing?
Sorry.
Are you guys here with me?
No, I didn't hear you what you were saying.
I said they has a name for his style of his methodology of training. They call it the gang pressing or gang pressing.
Oh, gang.
Is it gang press or gang press? I don't know. I also don't know.
Well, you can say gen, really.
Gen press.
That yeah.
Gang or gang press, whatever they call it, where he broke all the players down. Phantom said he says send Dewsbury Hall to France, the farmers and the farm team. With all due respect, Phantom, I'll tell you this. Let me read this now. I'll come back to you, Phantom. It says Saskia said, "Wow, sounds like we're selling Ramsdale to Southampton." Breaking news: Ramsdale is already. Oh, okay, the goalkeeper. Ramsdale, he definitely deserved to be a number one for a team, in my opinion. DJ said my battery went down. Sorry, I cut off. Great stream. Thank you for having me on. Big up to McCain, Ryan, Maya, people, everyone in the comments to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. I presume that's what happened. Because when you're gone like that, we know that the battery ran down or something. But thank you very much, DJ.
Big up DJ Sav.
DJ Sav in the Phantom. Let me tell you. Yeah, let me tell you this. Go back to the history. If you know the history of the Premier League very well, the league that we call it the Farmers League. It says Porch Spreadsy USA enjoy knee, knee and Phantom. Thank you very much, Asaski. Phantom, let me explain this. The league that you called the Farmers League, this league has produced, I'll say, one of the best Premier League strikers ever. Thierry Henry. Where do you think Thierry Henry is coming from? The French league. Where do you think Robert Pires is coming from? That played for Arsenal, the French league. Where do you think one of the best midfielders the Premier League has produced, which is Vieira, right? It's Vieri, because I know Vieira is the one from Italy, the midfielder defender, one of them. Patrick Vieira is from Italy. Patrick Evra, who plays for Manchester United, is from France. Sorry, we are from France. Patrick Evra from France. So look at all these players that we are talking about. Marcel Desailly, French player. Igola Conte, French. But we call the French league the Farmers League. It's just recently that the finance of the PSG, the owners, the Arab money has destroyed the French league. First, it used to be Lyon and Olympique Marseille. There was no PSG anywhere.
Facts.
There was no PSG anywhere. PSG did not even exist. It was France. Marseille, Olympique Marseille were winning Champions League with Abedi Ayew Pele. Top players.
Even Bordeaux,
Bordeaux, yeah.
As well, Bordeaux had their
Bordeaux had
history,
Zidane, no.
Monaco.
Yo, Bordeaux had Zuzu, blood, yo.
Yeah, they had Zidane, yeah.
So please, don't call the French
Young
League the
Zidane.
Farmers League. Because the number of players that the French League have produced, they've produced more than what even the German League has even produced. More than that. So, Phantom, this is a word to you. Never ever call the French League a Farmers League anymore. Yeah, Saskia said stop calling the league the French League a Farmers League. It's disappointing. This disparaging to all the mistake. You sound arrogant and ignorant. I agree. The French league produce players non-stop.
I think it's because there's no competition anymore compared to back then. Like
it is the money. It is the money. The finance of the player.
It's money. Yeah. It's all money. It literally is.
They buy right now the PSG with all their money. They influence every player in the French league. Every player from even the division, the lower division, before it gets to the main league. They buy everyone. Back in the days, every player, every top player is going to every league. I mean, every team. You have the Marseille picking their players. You have Bordeaux picking their players. Do you know where Mike Leeson was coming from? Bastia. Do you know where Didier Drogba was coming from? Phantom.
Yeah.
Please. The Didier Drogba that you idolize him. Do you know where he's coming from? Do you know where what's his name again? Ronaldinho was coming from.
Even who's this? No one actually rates him. Olivier Giroud. Olivier Giroud, where did he come from, guys? Yeah.
But you know what? Just to put a cherry on the top, yeah.
Go for it, brother.
Just to add on to Lee's point, yeah. Lee is so right on the fact that it's about money. He couldn't be so more right about it. And it's a fact. Because even recently, yeah, you got Bordeaux. Bordeaux went bankrupt. Bordeaux, they don't exist anymore. Zidane came from there, you know.
Yeah. I remember just a couple months ago we heard that they're going to the division.
And they could have been bought. Like unlucky, Strasbourg were lucky to be bought by the owners. So many teams are going down, but they're going out of stock. There's no more Bordeaux. Can you imagine? That's how you know, the leagues, are so. It's all about money. It's not about the technicality of the football itself. It's all money based.
I had a team, and one of the owners from Premier League was going to buy the team, but the cost and then the debt in that they have Bordeaux for care is too much.
We got
And
massive
everyone,
dents.
yeah, massive
that's
debt.
right.
And big up to you, Zero. Zero, big up to you. He says, is it Massey? I'm not sure what he's trying to say. But big up to you, Zero. Big up to you, guy. Thank you very much for joining the show today. Phantom said a special one went to France for Didier Drogba to look for Didier Drogba. Yeah, absolutely. That's where Drogba is coming from. Zhekov, yeah. Oh, look at players. Look at the players that this man is mentioning over here. Zhukaev, and look at the players that won the France 98. Look at the players. Mbappe, Kimpembe. Look at all these players that won the recent World Cup also. But the France 98 players, the France 98. I remember I can say all these starting 11 and even giving names of those coming from the bench. Trezeguet, Zinedine Zidane. You have Emmanuel Petit. You have the goalkeeper that went to Manchester United. Some guys even can help me with his name. Barthez.
Butterfingers.
Oh, you have Petit who came to France, who came to Chelsea. Petit came to Chelsea. Marcel Desailly also came to Chelsea later on. All these top players. And some of us are calling the French league, the Farmers League. Come on, we can't do that. The German Bundesliga can be the Farmers League, but not the French league. How many top players, as you know, I know they have produced, and the Kaisers and all those players, they played in the World Cup. But in terms of the league and all that stuff, what did they really do? It's all Bayern Munich.
They made Kai Havertz, Watch out, man.
It's all the Bundes. It's all Bayern Munich. They don't have the oil money. They have their own money. We can't even say that because of the oil money, that's why there's no competition. The Bundesliga have been like that for ages. How can one team go on and win the the Bundesliga? I mean the German league continuously for like 9 times, 10 times. One club. So the competition is not there, but we cannot say the same to the French league. We cannot do that. All right. I think we've had enough. 2 hours, 40 minutes of live streaming. I'm getting tired.
The best example is Thiago Silva, isn't it? I mean, before he was at Chelsea, he was at PSG for 6-7 seasons. And look at the level he brought with him to Chelsea Football Club.
Yeah, but Ryan, with Thiago Silva, he went there when the oil money was in. Thiago Silva would not go to the French league when the money was not there because he was coming. Not. Yeah, he was. I think. Yeah, Thiago Silva was with AC Milan, if I can remember.
That was before PSG, yeah.
Yeah,
and then
before
he PSG like 2012. But in terms of the level he brought to the Premier League, you need to give some respect to.
Oh, to the French league. I mean, he with Thiago Silva, I'm not giving him so much credit because he went there when they had so much money. It wasn't the time when the likes of Monaco, Olympique Marseille, and Olympique Lyon were on top of their game in terms of finances, and they can also command players. But now it's PSG taking all the players, and he was there with them when they offered him huge amount of money to play for them. But he gained so much experience also from AC Milan. He went to. Yeah, he gained so much experience from AC Milan, but when he got to PSG, he was already in his prime, so he was commanding that seniority in the center back. Then he came to finish at Chelsea. But I think that I feel like Thiago Silva should have come to the Premier League before going into the French league, because he would have won more with any other team in the Premier League than he did with PSG. Either go to Chelsea or Man City or even Liverpool. He could have won, 2 Champions League, but luckily for him, he did still win it with Chelsea.
Is low. Sorry, Lee. I'll see you guys. Yeah,
definitely. We're done for the day anyway. I'll take some few words from Ryan and
big
Maya
up, bro.
before we.
Big up, guys. Yeah, peace.
Peace to you, Mr. McKean. Thank you very much for coming on. Ryan, let's get some few words and then we can wrap up. It's been forever.
Yeah. I was just looking at Thiago Silva because you're talking about trophies he could have won in England. Man won 23 trophies at PSG. But I take your point. It's not about the volume. It's about, the competitiveness of the league and, winning a Prem in this country is a lot more meaningful with respect to winning a monopolistic, non-competitive Ligue 1 4 or 5 times. So I take your point. I wanted to quickly ask you, Nee, sorry, just to
Ryan, can you say that winning the league 4 times is compared to winning the Premier League 1 time?
I don't like to make those comparisons, bro, but definitely when Al Khalifa and the Qatar money, came into PSG, things changed massively. I wanted to just quickly ask you about Lavia. Like, what's happening with his injury? I know he had the hamstring problem. I saw a quote from Maresca that he hasn't travelled, I don't think, for the Switzerland for the Conference League game tomorrow. But is he now out until after the international break, or is there a chance he could play on the weekend?
From what I read and what I'm hearing, they're not trying to make this injury much more bigger like it was to. I mean, it was in the past, like, the kind of injury that he sustained that took him away for a long time. They're trying to play the cards very well, where the fans and then the media will take it like, okay, it's a minor injury, not anything severe. But I don't see Lavia playing this weekend. I don't see him playing this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't think so.
And then Reece James is out, obviously.
Yeah, Reece James is supposed to return after the international break.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. Reece James is a problem, Ryan. Another injury again. It's a problem.
It's your club captain.
Lavia is not a problem. Reece James is the problem, man. It's genetics, man. Ish. I hope this guy gets well from it. Because he's been out for like almost a season. Yo, it's concerning, bruh. For captain, yo.
Yeah. You can sort of compare it to the John Stones situation at Man City. That guy's just made of glass. He plays 4 or 5 games and then just gets injured. And he frustrates the hell out of Man City fans, but you know the quality he has. Reece James is world class. So it's a difficult dilemma. Oh, is he gone?
So
keeps having connection.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah, but I think that the guy's gone.
Maya,
he might be.
Maya probably YouTube kick him out. Thank you very much, Maya. Don't worry, coming back again. We're about to be done for the day, guys. If you're just joining us and you haven't dropped a like, we're about to be done. For the day, drop a like on the video, and we'll move on from there. Hopefully, Chelsea wins tomorrow. We'll come back tomorrow for the what do you call it? The preview of tomorrow. Early in the morning before Chelsea kickoff. We'll do the preview tomorrow.
Nee, just for the benefit of anyone who still is listening, and we appreciate you listening, EFL Cup second round fixtures, quite a few of them are into the first half right now. Wolves Burnley is 0-0, West Ham Bournemouth 0-0, Newcastle are leading 1-0 against Nottingham Forest, Wimbledon 0, Ipswich 1. So a couple of games happening right now in the EFL League Cup.
Okay. Slavia Prague versus Leon 0-2 aggregate, and no Prague. Okay, no goal from Spider Prague. Game on. Okay, champions. DJ, do you mean Carabao? DJ is not here. It is Ryan.
Yeah, EFL Cup, Carabao.
EFL Cup, Carabao.
Whatever you want to call it.
All right. Mr. Gunaman, I need to get Gunaman on my show. Mas, I need to get you on my show one of these days for a few minutes, like 20 minutes. I need to have you on my show. I need to get Miss Melina. I need to get Melina on my show. I need to get you one on my show too, especially when we're building up the Arsenal, and we can do it ahead, maybe a week ahead, because I know you guys will be very busy when Chelsea and Arsenal game. Time is up. When the time is getting closer, you guys will be very busy doing collaboration for others, especially Melina. So yeah, I'll try and send you guys a message. We can arrange for that collaboration to go on. All right, thank you very much. We are almost done for the day. So guys, thank you, Mr. Ryan. I appreciate this time. This is my humble time. Maya said that all I wanted to say is Maraska is not a scapegoat. We should give him time, and then we will give the owners a bit more time to execute their vision.
Facts.
Absolutely, fact. Absolutely. Thank you, Big Maya. Thank you for your time, Mr. Ryan. Let's call it a day, Mr. Ryan.
Yes, sir. Right. God bless everyone for joining and following in this exciting, eventful stream. And just remember, even if there is differences of opinion, we always keep it clean. And the main thing that matters is people voicing their opinions. And there's nothing wrong with debates, as long as, it doesn't get nasty, which I don't think it did. We'll all, Hakeem and Mo, I'm sure they'll kiss and make up, and there's no hard feelings. This is a inclusive channel that Nee's created, and it's all about the followers and the fans. It's all about everyone. I mean, I'm a perfect example. I'm a Liverpool fan, but I don't get treated as an outsider. Nee always encourages me to speak my opinions and my thoughts about football. So God bless Nee and God bless Blueclouds Media.
God bless you too, Mr. Ryan, for spending the time here with us. I know you're a very, very busy guy. Yes, busy guy, but you always come in when you have a chance. Much love to you and your family. Enjoy your rest of the evening, Mr. Ryan, and then we'll meet some other time. I wouldn't some other time. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow next. I see you. I hear from you every day, so I don't have to worry about where to find you.
I did tell you, Nee, I'm going to make sure I make much more effort to join you and Stephen and the gang on more streams. I'm a football fan, and I'm so happy to be back on this channel. Thank you for the opportunity.
You're welcome. Yeah, Ryan has been ghosting me for a while, but finally he's back. He's back. All right, guys, enjoy your rest of the day. I always say, little desperados,
hang on to hope.
Absolutely, hang on to hope, and we'll be back again. I always say, do not worry too much about tomorrow. Tomorrow has already taken care of itself. Worry about yourself and how you can be part of tomorrow.
Facts.
Okay?
Up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea.
Ryan, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
It could be a weird question, but if deaf people are to go to court, would we still call it hearing?
Say that again. If deaf people go to court, like a legal court.
Yeah, legal court.
Yeah.
Are we still going to call it hearing?
Nee. That's a good one. I got it.
That's just for everyone there who was listening. If deaf people are to go to court, and Saskia, can you and I still call it hearing? I want to know. Oh, okay. Saskia said he told Melina. Absolutely. I need to sit down with Saskia and then Melina, have one-on-one talk. So I need to have one-on-one talk with the two of you. Saskia, if you have an opinion, let me know. It says that you are getting the PhD for that joke. All right. So if deaf people are to go to court, are we still gonna call it hearing? Because it says court hearing. Think about it. Let me know. It says blind people go to a wake. Is it still a viewing? That's similar to what I just saying. They go for wake and like waking when people die and stuff like that. I will still call it viewing. That is funny. I'll write that one down to one of my jokes. I've been doing a compilation of jokes, Ryan. So each and every day I'll be coming up with one.
I know. I've heard the rumors you've got a joke book with all
Yeah,
these.
I'll write Sasuke's joke down.
Yeah.
Yeah, write down
This
lines.
is a future career in the stand-up comedy.
Yeah, people. Was it 9 people go to wait? Is it still viewing? Still viewing. Okay. Love that one. I'll add it to one of my jokes, and every day I'll bring one joke up. One joke up. Just to be funny here. Just to be funny. We have to do this. So anyone that has a joke you want to outline, just send it in there, and we can all laugh about it. It's all about fun. You know, I always say life is too short. Make the best out of it when you're alive. When you wake up in the morning and you hear those birds singing and crying and talking to each other, you have to be happy you're among the living. Not everybody made it. Not everyone went to bed last night and made it today. So if you're a part of it, we say hallelujah. All right. Sasuke said, okay. To an open house, is it viewing? I wonder this thing too. Says okay. I'm not getting this one. It says all to an open house. Is it also considered viewing? That's also funny. All right.
Got
All right.
comedians here in the chat. Loving
Yeah.
it. Good stuff.
Sasuke man can flip things around. He's a very, very jovial person. I'll say, guys, have a good night. Also, blind person go to an open house. Is it still viewing? I mean, we can't consider the open house. Open house. Yeah, it's open for people to come in. So yeah, when blind people go in there, what are they going to see? You tell me a blind person is going to buy a house. What is he seeing to buy the house? Unless he goes to someone. All right, that's funny. Like when selling a house. Yeah, like selling a house. We also have we have open house when the kids are getting ready for school. We call it open house, where they go into schools, they go into their classrooms and look all around where their desks and their lockers and all that stuff. All right, what a feeling. Okay, I'll say you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. The Blueclouds media channel, Zion, and Mr. Ryan. Ryan was my co-host for the day. I'll always say adios, guys. Bye-bye for now. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.